be live in about 5 seconds here, or maybe more like 10. We'll see. Five, 4, 3, and we are live. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Naniri, my friend, my truest companion, my one and dearest.
That's me. That's me. Tender.
You sound so enthused.
No, I am.
Ray, good to see you, glad to have you. V, good to see you, glad to have you. Domins, good to see you, glad to have you. If this is a playthrough, we're done in the true spirit of the game. Eorzean and Naniri would not be allowed access to the internet since it didn't exist in the 1990s. Fair. I mean, to be fair, we really haven't needed guides.
Yeah,
like,
not really.
I've looked at the couple of times I've looked at it, I absolutely could have muddled through and it just taken a little bit more time. So I would definitely be willing to play 1 and 2. I'd definitely be less willing to play without some kind of like, here's what to do next. 3 though, yeah, it might make for a dull stream. Yeah.
I'm like Elia mentioned, like he said that we're almost done, and I was like, man, this game could have gone on for a bit longer, and I wouldn't have minded.
Yeah, I mean, technically, part for part, I was telling Naniri, we're actually well over halfway done with the game. But how much that's going to turn into in terms of play length is ambiguous.
We'll have to figure that out.
Actually, you know what? Stream via taking Polaroid pictures every 5 minutes and uploading it to Discord. I mean, that's a way to play. Sarah, good to see you, glad to have you. That would still require internet. They'd have to mail the Polaroids to every... Yeah, and we'd have to get them photocopied, too. Go to our local, like, Walgreens or something. How's everybody doing? Can everybody hear me? Are his audio good? Also, Naniri,
yes.
I was talking to you off stream right before we began. Give me one quick second. Sorry, I was getting an error that YouTube's having some problems, so give me a second.
Damn. You farm that
Checking.
CC Infinite.
Okay, cool. Let me know if there's any problems with the stream health. Infinite, good to see, glad to have you. Live farm crystal conflict. Yeah, good. Just triple checking. Is the stream stuttering at all? Are we having any major issues? Because we're not having major issues, then it's fine.
It doesn't look like it's stuttering if I'm watching it.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Don't
Well then,
think.
I will just play accordingly. Seems fine. Okay. Yukio, good to see you, glad to have you. So, the enemy that I think that we should... Actually, let me see if I can get it to spawn. The enemy that I think is going to show up in Mericidia is Helgaru.
This one, Helgaru. Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Right? Like, Australia, you know, literally like kangaroo, Helgaru. We definitely get this in Mericidia.
Oh,
I'm
that's
saying
perfect.
it now.
I love that. I'm obsessed with that concept.
Team loves... Yeah, Team loves FF3, Nericidia, Kangaroo, Australia, Helgaru. I mean, I'm just calling it now. You know, I need to make a note to like make a short of that.
Yes, you should. Yeah, 100% actually.
Theoretical enemies for FF3 or for Nericidia, Helgaru. I feel like that would be a really good short, because I don't know if I have like an entire video of that, but that'd be a fun like 1 minute video just talking about like making Australia jokes. Shall we get into our story then? Or actually, Naniri, would you like to give a recap of what happened last time?
Okay, so we got a bunch more crystals, and we decided that our intricate, well-organized team comps weren't working out for us. So we sort of went like 13-year-old mode. And we got 2 monks. What else have we got in this? We got 2 monks. We got a Viking
and a bard.
The Viking is really powerful. And yeah, so essentially we got the fire crystal. I think we got 2 crystals last week, didn't we?
Yeah, so we got So we came to the planet. Everything was sunk beneath the waves. We got the water crystal, and we lost Arya. Although we also, she sacrificed herself in trying to restore the water crystal. And then we had to go to a giant golden house.
Oh.
And then we went and got.
That should be a dungeon. I know that it was referenced.
Yeah.
Someone said maybe this is an inspiration for Eternal Cosmos. I don't think that's the case, but I think it should be.
I don't think Grand.
Yeah, Grand Cosmos.
If anything, the closest thing would be
Orm Vale,
right? It's a very different kind of gold.
Yeah. So we got the Earth Crystal next, which is our final crystal, and then we got to go beat up some cloudy darkness.
Yeah, so we broke free our ship from the chains that were binding it from that guy in the gold house, and now we are headed off into the world unknown.
Yes. Hell yes.
See, but if Yuki, I feel like if you got the boomerang as a weapon, isn't that just a dancer's weapon? Isn't that basically just chakrams at that point?
It would need to be like a huge boomerang, like Jurong
Sango.
From Dynasty Warriors, like a big two-handed boomerang.
I was definitely thinking of Sango from Inuyasha.
Oh yeah.
We're getting shot down.
Huh. Why did I feel like our character should have noticed those two huge cannons and not blown in the middle?
One would think.
Oh my god, look at these guys.
Do we have to fight all of them?
Hell yeah.
Are we gonna mediate peace?
Oh, is this like Okay, I see.
Fight for your honor and your lives! Fight for your honor and your lives!
Okay, this is a strange situation we found ourselves in. Oh.
What makes you think you outsiders can just waltz into the castle grounds? Get out.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, we crashed!
Yeah, you just fucking shut down our ship, so...
Dude, FF3 isn't in desperate need of a remake, but man, I can imagine this, like, scene of, like, the airship crashing and then seeing a giant battlefield going on like this or something. Like, I would definitely take an FF3 remake.
Are we thinking that's a battlefield, or is it like a parade ground?
I'm seeing it much more as a parade ground, based on its, like, the castle and the, like, it being the front of the, like, it looks like a, you know, a courtyard, a large courtyard.
Yeah.
And then this is the inner city.
Huh. This is by far the biggest settlement, at least in layout, that we've had.
Oh, definitely. Dude! And spells and shit, awesome.
Yes. Oh.
God.
Lame. Oh.
The king split his Oh, what?
No, I was just reacting to what you said.
Oh. The king split his military forces in half and set the two against each other. It's madness!
So we were both right?
I mean, yeah, I guess. It also explains them all being out in the courtyard during the, you know, parade ground. Did you know that most geomancers and bards train in dusters? It's on a small island to the east. Well, maybe we can get some bard spells and stuff there.
So Yukiya wants some other weapons from other Final Fantasy games. What, you want like Vanille's bizarre whip staff thing that I hated? No.
I would lightning's gun transforming gun sword. I mean, if you want a boomerang, there's hope.
Yeah, that works on 2 levels. What else was there? Like, Saz has pistols. Fang just had a spear.
Yeah. Snow punched things.
He had a coat, but that doesn't really fit with the MMO gear system.
The parade will not be interrupted by cannons just shooting down a flying boat. They're too important. Okay. Oh, see, and I like this. Because we're caught in here, it's like, okay, you're going to have to explore. You're going to have to figure out what you need to do next.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. It's a useful little... Oh, rope darts?
Dude, wait, there's a southwest and... But there's a southwest, there's a northwest, there's... Oh, dude, there's like 4 sections to the south. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's huge. Oh, look at that little sage dude over in the corner. Go speak to him.
Oh, I can't. He's on the wrong level with me.
Oh, that was easy.
We're gonna actually have to talk to people.
Oh, nice. A healing fountain. There's a frog!
Oh, if only Prince Aulus were here, maybe things would be different. I'm assuming we're gonna have to find Prince Aulus.
Right.
I would be all for a class that used rope darts. What?
I mean, that would be interesting.
What's a rope dart?
It's like a big dart with like a rope tied around it so you can pull it back and swing it and stuff.
Okay. That's interesting.
Give us like a bell class, Geomancer.
I was gonna say that's Geomancer at this point, right? My research mainly involves the study of chocobos. I've discovered how to call forth a fat chocobo. Voila! Oh god!
Oh my god! What? That's very disturbing.
Oh, so you can store items. So this is the introduction of the fat chocobo, all the way in FF3.
Why can we store items inside it?
He's fat. What more do you want?
Where do we put them? Why?
I love that it's like the meme.
Why is this chicken's cloaca a chest?
The fucking meme. It's so ugly. I love it.
Yeah, it was pretty ugly, but in a cute way.
Oh,
we're meeting.
Everyone excited for the live letter? Yeah, I'm very excited for the live letter. I'm very, very excited for the live letter. I want a spiked yo-yo. I mean, like some of the next obvious ones, right, are like whips and stuff like that.
I bet a whip would be such a pain in the ass to rig, though. I mean, it's not impossible, but
yeah, but I feel like as long as you use inverse kinematics, it's probably not that hard, right?
You've
Especially with all the Sims.
You've immediately outfaced me. I don't know what that is.
So inverse kinematics are, to explain it poorly, basically how like a character walks is you basically have points connecting to points.
Right.
You basically, you know, in a video game when you have a character who is able to like adapt and like pick up an item, it can be anywhere on the ground, and their arm will like shoot out and connect to it, grab it, and pull it back. Yeah. Or you know, like how Wanderer walks around in the Shadow of the Colossus, where his like legs snap to geometry.
Right. Right.
That's inverse kinematics, basically. And so if they did something like that with the edge of the tip, especially with all the sim stuff and like other things they've been doing lately, I feel like it wouldn't be that hard, especially if like they can make chakrams work, because it's probably kind of the same principle.
Yeah, that would make sense, I guess.
Because then you basically only have to just make it go to target, and the rest of the animation is just the hard part of animating the body. Shoot, go away. The library is closed.
Charlian?
Maybe. I mean, fuck, man. I'm just wondering what didn't inspire them from FF3.
They do seem to really love this game. Oh, Yukio says they don't want whips because glamour fiends will start piecing together special glamour plates. I'm like, people are already doing stuff like that.
That has not stopped them. And also, like, I don't know. Like, if anyone does something that's particularly egregious, there is a term of service. Yeah, it would be in the Avenger plates. Yeah, the Avenger plates would go hard. That's true.
That's true. I've already been traumatized by scrolling Twitter and coming across certain Lalafell mods, so I don't need to revisit that territory.
Infinite. The nearest line about bird cloaca caused me to prematurely press my limit break.
Is that an innuendo, Infinite, or?
No. He's doing crystalline conflict, so literally.
Well, maybe literally and literally. Maybe the guy likes birds. I don't judge.
I kind of like chain spike ball that the girl uses in Kill Bill, only in the dagger at the end. Oh, what's the specific name?
A flail.
It's not a Morning Star or flail. No, the one that in Kill Bill. You know, it's the main. It's more chain than. It's like more. It's more. It's kind of more like Scythe and Kama. Like.
Oh, is it a Kurigasima or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
Kusarigama.
It's. Yeah. Where are? Only a dragoon can defeat the avian monster Garuda. That's what I've heard. Oh man, we even have Garuda in this. Okay. I would be willing to walk around for forever and check this out because honestly, I actually still don't mind it. But for the sake of being entertaining, if you're exploring the world, go out. This will be street entry.
Was Goga's weapon saw-bladed? I thought it was just like a spiked ball. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Head to the... Oh, interesting.
Oh, no, it was. You're
Wait,
right.
if I... Get shot down there. 4 town sections. Most shops are closed. Go to the southwest section. Southeast house. Okay, I need to go to the southwest section.
Oh, it's a meteor
here's what
hammer. That's what it is.
What's a meteor hammer?
Go-Go's weapon.
Oh, like, I wouldn't mind having to explore this if I wasn't like
On stream.
having to kind of like show it. Yeah, which it's not a problem. It's just like it's because I'm not made to do this like all the goddamn time. That's part of it, really.
Yeah, like in FF1 and 2.
Yeah. According to Kill Bill, it's called a meteor hammer. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yep. Interesting. I wonder if that's just the name that Quentin Tarantino gave it. Or
Oh no, it is.
Yeah,
it is a Chinese, an ancient Chinese weapon.
Oh, okay.
Because it's also in Dynasty Wars.
Yes, because everyone knows that everything that happened during the Yellow Turban Rebellion in the Dynasty Warriors series is definitely fact and not.
Usually the weapons are mostly real. Ish.
That's a crazy thing to think.
Except for the giant drill that Deng Ai uses. That one's not so true. Well, I mean, we can make it now. Oh, it's so...
Aha! Secret room.
Ooh, nice. Oh. Okay. I mean,
I'm less thrilled.
I guess that makes sense, but it's a little... There's got to be one of these. Nope.
Why did he hide all of them?
It's because the fat
Why are they in a
chocobo
secret
eats them every time he summons it. So
Oh,
he has to hide it.
I like that theory. I like that's my operating theory. Wait, so it's southwest, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's got to be something. I'm not gonna look up where, but apparently this is where it's supposed to be.
Oh.
There was a young man in the tavern who was a dead ringer for the prince. He was in this tavern, right here. This one I was standing in front of, suspiciously. Oh, hello. Oi, get a load of this brat. He thinks he's the prince of the kingdom. Well off. Oi there, little prince. What's the matter? Can't got your tongue? Leave him alone. Oh, the liar prince buddies have shown up. Sick 'em, boys. Now I want the pink-haired ruffians, too.
Yeah. Oh, that... Okay. I mean, I guess resources related.
It's a very different aesthetic once we get into the fight, I'll admit. Blaine, good to glad to have you. Raven, good to glad to have you. Daniel, good to glad to have you.
Oh, yeah. Demin's, like, Lord Gonjong was definitely writing some pretty fantastic... It was basically, like, as real as Water Margin is, but with more of a basis. But Records of the Three Kingdoms is pretty real. It's pretty accurate-ish as far as you can get for a primary source of those eras.
My personal preference is to think of Three Houses as the official historical canon of the Three Kingdoms period.
Now my eyes twitching, Elio. Now my eyes twitching.
I know how to troll Naniri. Oh, ow! Oh, have mercy! You want to do Alice?
I am... what do we think? Is he annoying or is he, like, genuine?
I think genuine but princely twink.
Okay. I am Alice, son of King... Wow, that's a little gayer than I intended. I am...
Dude, he's a blonde wearing his furred cloak and a crown. I mean, I don't know that that's off base.
Okay, alright. I am Alice, son of King Gorn, and heir to the heir... Heir? Yeah, he definitely says it heir. Heir to the throne of Saronia. Thank you for coming to my aid. It's a little bit chills.
What on earth has happened to Saronia?
This is not easy to say, but my father has changed. He's suddenly pitted our armed forces against each other. I tried to talk sense into him, but he could not be swayed. He sent me into exile. I realize you are but travelers to our land, but would you lend me your aid? I must return to the castle and, like, reason with my father.
Of course, Your Highness.
Thank you. This is the voice that I put on when I talk to straight women who claim to want gay best friends.
I couldn't possibly have any inclination. Those people aren't real, right, Naniri?
Oh.
They aren't.
All
A
the
vibrant,
I will say
Parto.
it's slightly less common nowadays. I will say,
Good.
unless you go to a gay bar.
Take it to a gay bar. Daniel, yeah, definitely cheating, definitely.
Oh.
I have a question. Does Square Enix go random when it comes to giving glowing weapon recipes for certain trial sets, or are they following patches? I honestly don't see exactly. There's never been a really consistent pattern to it. It's not completely random. I mean, they try to go through them somewhat sequentially in terms of expansion, but even then, it's if you look at the patches for it, it's all over the goddamn place.
All this talk of Chinese like martial arts has made me want to watch Hero again. That film is so good.
Yeah. Oh, Hero slaps. I remember I accidentally walked into like my mom watching it for an art class when I was like probably like 6 or something, and like it like left a really big impact on me because the color in it is so good.
Oh, the color theory in the film is absolutely fantastic.
Prince Alice. Oh, yeah, you have the line, let me pass.
Oh. Let me pass.
But you've been exiled, Your Highness. I can't let you through. What is it? The king has given them permission to enter? Yes, sir. Forgive me, Your Highness. Please come through. That's ominous. Audience with His Majesty is scheduled for tomorrow. This room is yours to use as you wish until then. Rest well tonight, for it may be your last.
It's definitely going to be a trap. We're going to wake up like with a sword up our butts or something.
So are we just sleeping 4 people to a bed here?
Yeah, Elliot's lying on top of all the others. I mean, disturbing
Also,
you.
are we have a fucking...
He's like reaching his hand across the aisle.
Yeah, it's like it's slumber party. No, Your Highness. It's okay. Naniri, is this one of your romantic fan fictions?
Yeah, I wrote this.
Because I feel like this definitely has some energy.
I cannot sleep for worry. What could my father be thinking? Am I not his own flesh and blood? Does he not care for me? How could a father exile his own son? I feel like I've introduced subtext into this scenario with this accent.
He must care for you, Your Highness. There isn't a parent in the world that doesn't love their child. There must be something else to this.
Perhaps.
Tomorrow we can meet with the king and ask for an explanation.
That does little to assuage my worry. Is this like... Ooh. Is this like a Zande Selena type situation?
Maybe?
Oh!
Oh my god! The king attacked with a knife. Death to the prince.
Stop! What's come over you?
Mr. Gigamets entered the room. Minister Gigamets. What are you doing, sire? Don't stop! Kill the prince! Schlunk. Ugh. The king turned the knife on himself instead.
Father! Daddy!
I won't be manipulated any longer. But how? How could he withstand my mind control? I would rather die than raise a hand against my beloved son. I will not submit to your manipulation. Then you will perish, fool! The prince will join you shortly.
Oh my god, he's an ally.
Stop! You'll have to get it past us first. You're barely worth the trouble. I'll dispose of you in no time. I feel like things have escalated very quickly.
Very quickly. Oh, everyone's gay in this place.
You're not wrong.
Garuda, huh? That's how designs change.
I kind of desperately want this design now, though.
Yeah, it would slap,
like,
right?
I mean, Eden version is a little bit of this energy.
Yeah, a little
Still not quite.
This is what the Allegan commander looked like. It was just a normal person, but like Amon had grafted a bird head and some wings under her arms.
Fuck, man. Now I'm just seeing like Mericidia everywhere possibilities.
Mericidia isn't Australia; it's Brazil. We should go watch Priscilla Queen of the Desert. That's a good film.
I don't think I've ever watched it.
Oh man.
Really, now watch. Yep, Ip Man's good. Really, raunchy question. Do you think there's a cheesy romance novel about the Warrior of Light? Do you mean like that a fan has made?
No,
absolutely.
Like, I think
in universe.
I think so.
Maybe there's some people who write some weird stuff in universe, so I think it would make sense.
Yeah. Pew.
Y'all fucking strong,
right? Oof.
Oh.
Okay. That's startling.
Okay, let's fix this situation, shall we? Yeah, the one weakness our team has is
Magic.
literal lightning. No, it is magic. I got cocky. I could have ended him sooner.
Maiwo mo shinderu.
Maiwo mo shinderu. Nani? Is he just gonna lightning over and over again? Because if so, this could be a problem.
If there was a Bloodborne crossover, would you want an outfit, weapon, minion reward, all of the above?
It's called Crypt Lurkers.
Well, yeah. That's true. But we could get like some trick weapons that would be fucking cool.
It literally, though, Crypt Lurkers is like some strong Dark Souls Bloodborne energy.
It is, you're right. Especially the armor. Wait, are there Crypt Lurker weapons?
I don't think so.
No, okay, so what we need is trick weapons.
Oh, wow, by one. Fucking, okay. You know what? Fine, Garuda. I do love that there's literally like a, not even, it's like a quick save function going on. Okay, now I'm gonna take you seriously, you son of a bitch. Lady, good to see you, glad to have you. The most accurate version of the Three Kingdoms is a total war game where Gong Sun-san wins and doesn't kill his family.
Oh, listen, I kind of have a soft spot for the Gongsun family. I think it's because I don't like Yuan Shao.
As a real quick overview, do you want to explain what the Three Kingdoms are after I catch up on chat?
Yeah, I can.
I love that I came to the swords up our butts. I mean, to be fair, lady, if you're around in Neri, swords or spears up butts is a common phrase and common saying. I feel like Garuda would have a side gig selling cornflakes. What? Oh, okay. Yep. No, I get it now. Yep. Color schema. I get it. I think Garuda pays the bills doing exotic dances at a weird strip club. I mean, to be fair, whether you're talking about 14 or FF3 or really any version of Garuda, that kind of still works.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, there's already one Crypt Lurker. Yeah, we're on the same page, Infinite. Same question about Dark Souls. Yeah, it's called Crypt Lurker still. Okay, go ahead and explain it while I do this fight.
Oh, okay. So, the Han Dynasty, which is sort of the most defining dynasty of Chinese history, is where the Han Chinese name comes from, was nearing the end of its lifespan, largely due to corrupt ministers. They were placing a lot of eunuchs on the throne, and the nobles of the and the bureaucrats of the state were starting to become very powerful in their own right. And then there was a huge rebellion, a huge peasant rebellion, that was sort of motivated by a religion that drew heavily on Taoism but made it populist.
Niniri?
Yes.
Niniri, my friend. You're doing the college sophomore level. I meant more like the high school freshman.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, so the empire collapses, and three people, one of whom is a very, very minor military commander, who is a very, very distant relation to the emperors. One who is a sort of somewhat prominent nobleman and governor, and one who is just like kind of a redneck, batshit crazy warrior, who is related to Sun Tzu. They
Art of War, famous
yes.
Chinese tactician.
Yes, and they essentially divide the country up into three, and go ham on each other for a bit, and then one of them wins, and then like literally 20 years later, is overthrown by a nefarious, somewhat fruity strategist who creates the next empire.
And that's the yellow. Yeah, you could also go into more detail if you want. I just like in terms of just trying to get people who don't know what the Three Kingdoms period is or any of that stuff. I was just trying to give an introductory course, as it were. I have a silence? Let's see if Lamia's Gale works.
Yeah, let me check if it's immune to anything or is vulnerable. Not that we have any magic. Well, I guess Ninuri has some magic damage. No.
Well, we could always switch off jobs.
Yeah, we could. Typing the word Garuda into Google will not just find the boss from this. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ninuri.
We all know Sun Tzu invented war.
Garugamish. It's weak to wind magic.
Wait, Garuda's weak to wind?
Yeah. I think it's thunder oriented in this.
Oh, right. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna let it kill us, and then I'm gonna change jobs. I'm gonna try just like...
So Yukio is asking, between Bloodborne and Dark Souls, which would be considered safe to cross over, safe in the sense that it won't cause doom? In universe?
Into 14, or?
Yeah, into 14, I guess.
No, I mean, there's no way to add the metaphysics of those things and not cause doom.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like Dark Souls' doom is not really doom so much as it is actually something that kind of fits into
cycles.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of fits into the cosmology and the cyclical nature of 14's world yeah,
but I mean, if you think about the rekindling of fire almost like a calamity, except for on yeah, I mean, it's what you're trying to avoid, right?
Yeah. I don't know, I could go for some sweet and gentle darkness.
Okay, I don't have any of the gear required for that. What about Scholar?
Honestly, I think Elden Ring would be the least destructive, because I think we could probably beat most of the other gods' asses.
Yeah, well, and honestly, not to they're the... We basically did that already with the certain fight, the certain one, like, if you think of a certain being as an outer god in a really kind of very similar way. Actually, you know what? Let me see if, because we got Owless, now the shops are open. Because if the shops are open, I think that's going to give us a big huge leg up. Because a lot of our gear's outdated.
That's true. Yeah, none of the Three Kingdoms won. I mean, well, actually, I think the one that came closest to winning is probably Shu, even though they were the first one to go down. Their bloodline remained pretty prominent nobility throughout June, and maybe even going forwards, but records aren't clear on that.
Okay, Spears for Dragoons. See, okay, this is also a good, because of the autosave outside Garuda and struggling to get through it, it's like, okay, I now need to change up. I have multiple jobs, so I can try creating different strategies. Even with being roadblocked. Although I will say, I did some grinding, and the fact that I'm still struggling is kind of wild.
Yeah, this guy would have,
to be fair, I put all...
wiped us if we...
I do find it's fair that I put all my points into basically a physical build that, and then went up against a boss and said, "But what if I only magic?"
I think with the healing magic 14 has, I actually don't know if the Beast Plague is all that dangerous, because we don't have that much reason to use Beast Blood.
But, well, sure, but I'd be like, if Beast Blood got used, especially imagine a job or people who use something like it, the ethereal corruption that might result from it might be something that you could imagine would be unfixable. Or because imagine that the Beast Plague is almost more like Scarlet Rot, right? Where it's not just that it's an ethereal corruption like tempering, but it was something where it had cognizance and was attempting to stay in you know?
I could see a fun questline with the Thavnarian alchemists dealing with it. Oh, maybe this is a good place. Maybe we get a fun dragoon.
My question is, there doesn't seem like any place to train. So, if you were stuck on Garuda... Oh, here we go. That answers my question.
Ah, nice. Oh yeah, I guess the Plague of Nymph's not a bad comparison for the Beast Plague, actually, Infinite. In that it's
Right.
propagated by a living creature. That's not the worst idea, actually.
Yeah, definitely with Bitosa.
Oh my god, Helgaru Mage! That's the Mericidia quest. You play as a Helgaru Mage.
Okay, so confirmed.
I cast Jump. I cast Stand in a body of water and wait for you to approach me so I can drown you.
Jobs. Okay. Bean. We're going in with Bean as Black Mage, and then we also had Geomancer as an option.
Oh, Lady's got a good question. If we could have any job end of expansion gear set as a cosplay, free of charge, tailor-made and well-made, which one would we choose? That's a really good question. It's like an Elio question as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely, no question armor. I know people where I could almost all the soft goods for most of them that are like not armor. I could get made, and
which
I don't want to have to
which
do
one would
more.
you choose? I'm thinking.
That's hard. That's really hard. I look good, and I really fucking like the Gunbreaker, like Endwalker Gunbreaker, but that's not probably the one I'd choose. It'd probably be between Dark Knight and Paladin, and then it'd either be Paladin, Endwalker, or Dark Knight Shadowbringers.
Oh yeah,
So-
okay, yeah. I'm kind of thinking maybe Heavenswood Dragoon.
Can I say some sacrilege?
Okay.
I don't love Heavensward Dragoon, like the armor.
Oh, but the
aesthetic.
image in the trailer of the helmet slotting down and clicking into place is so cool.
Oh, don't get me wrong. That's hype as hell and awesome. Like, that is wonderful. And it's perfect for... Let me also rephrase it this way. I think it's perfect for Heavensward. I just don't love it myself. Like, I don't... Like, it's not an aesthetic that I love. I've never, like, adored Dragoons in general. Like, I really like them, but I don't love them. But I much prefer the, like, Dragoon armor from Endwalker and the balance of something like that.
Yeah. The, See, I actually... Although it would be pretty doable to just make, I feel like a lot of the Scholar sets actually look really... Like, you could just wear them.
Oh, they're lovely, yeah.
You could just, like, wear them in life.
100%. Well, but there's also, like, the thing about those, it's not even just the clockwork. There's some really interesting leather work going on in those.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, I probably, as much as I love the Endwalker Paladin gear a fuck ton, you couldn't just wear that around. Whereas, not that people wouldn't look at you weird, but you could get away with just wearing the, like, Shadowbringer's Dark Knight armor. Because other than the pauldron, it's not that hefty.
I guess you could, yeah. Daniel, I almost think the reaction to Liu Bei has been a little harsh. Certainly, Luo Gonzhong is kind of sucking his dick throughout the whole thing. But, you know, I mean, he did come up from a pretty humble start into a pretty powerful position. And also, like, his sworn brother is one of the most popular gods in Asia, so... Oh, Gunbreaker's not a bad shout, Yukio. That's kind of wearable.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Gunbreaker is, like, especially Endwalker Gunbreaker is, I would wear that every day. Like, if it was about what one I would wear every day, like, that would be perfect fit. That would be my normal outfit every day. That sort of look, if I could.
Just move to Harajuku
Okay,
and just wear it there.
Blizzard Thunder. You said wind magics?
Apparently, yes.
Okay, well, let's look. Evoker is fake summoner, right?
Yeah. On Dark Souls boss that we could port over as a fightable boss. In a crossover. Cool, that's a good
Like Butterfly?
question. No. But like, if are we gonna waste our one on that?
I'm just first ones that come to mind that aren't offensive in terms of like breaking, like world breaking in some way.
Okay. No,
that was my first thought.
I think it can be world breaking. I think what would make the best fight.
Oh, let me catch up on chat real quick. I'm with you on Dragoon. I think armor fits the class and style, but I'm not personally a fan of the spiky. Yeah, and the Heavensward one is just... I like it when the Dragoon armor is more slim than when it has a little bit of bulk. And, like, the waist section and the tail and stuff for the Heavensward one just sticks out too much for me. Which, if that's the reason you love it, power to you. I'm not saying that they should have removed it. I think it works well enough as a Dragoon look. It's just not my aesthetic.
Okay, I figured out what I want. I would put Artorias and Sif over as a...
I knew you were going to say that. You fucking basic bitch.
No, it's basic because it's good. What would you do, like Ornstein and Smo or something?
Well, are we just talking about Dark Souls 1?
No. We could do one for each, maybe.
Yeah, okay, Dark Souls 1.
Artorias and Sif.
You know, we may have to do some grinding just because, like, even though I ground already... We don't have a lot of options that are like magic resistant. We have even fewer options that are I don't have a lot of options that are I have gear for, and the gear store is closed.
Yes, unfortunately.
So I have to go southwest. Southwest was where the Chocobo was, right? No, southeast. If I could pull off the Endwalker Dancer gear, I would want that. Yeah? Yeah, it's a good look. Most loyal. Sif, this is my precious baby, Elio, how dare you. I love Sif and Artorias. Look, the Dark Knight in Final Fantasy XIV is based off of the same, off of Guts, right? It's based off of the same shit. So, far be it from me to say, like, okay, it's already there, right? We've already got it. But let's look up a list real quick of Dark Souls bosses. So, just put Gwyn in there and don't explain it.
I don't think we need to explain it over much. I think for one, I'm definitely going to stick to Artorias and Sif.
The thing is, Artorias in his context is so specific to like Dark Souls. Like, that's part of it for me. Is the reason I like Moonlight Butterfly or something like that is because it doesn't. If you remove it from its context, it still works. You still believe that thing exists on Atheris, you know?
Artorias could be like a legendary Dark Knight, and Sif could be a dog.
Yeah, sure, I'll take that.
So what would your choice be for one?
I'm looking at it, and you know, I mean, I also kind of like the Gaping Dragon, and like watching, and that being like a hunt boss, like a world hunt boss, and people witnessing that and being like, what the fuck? Like, that would be cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm saying it. I'm sticking with the Moonlight Butterfly.
Okay, fine enough.
I'm looking at this list, and I'm sticking with the Moonlight Butterfly.
What about number 2? I'm going to go, maybe controversial, Smelter Demon.
I never had... It's so funny. I didn't realize that was supposed to be a gate for a lot of people, because I never had trouble with it.
I feel like the gate is more the journey to it than anything else.
Absolutely. Yeah, and not to say that I'm, like, really good at Dark Souls 2 and didn't have problems elsewhere. It's just, like, that was one that I didn't.
Right.
Definitely agree, though, that... I like the Looking Glass Knight.
Yeah, Looking Glass Knight was definitely a contestant there as well, I have to admit.
Definitely a lot more choices, that's for sure.
Man, I want to play some Dark Souls.
Yeah. Demon of Song I'm also a fan of.
Oh yeah, Demon of Song, but it's not very iconic, I don't think.
Yeah, well, but are we picking iconic or picking the one we would like to see?
I kind of feel I have to straddle the line there.
Straddle the line?
Yeah.
Then if you have to straddle the line, it's Mirror Knight. If it's personal taste, then we're going. Here, let's see. Do we have stuff that we can equip on V now?
I think Mirror Knight's a pretty strong choice.
Yeah, I mean, especially when it was coming out, there wasn't so much of the promotional material.
Yeah. I feel like 3's a pretty hard choice, like Frida, Gale, Celestina.
Well, so many of the bosses are tied to their contexts.
Yeah.
Contexts.
Yeah, they are. You could probably do Nameless King somehow. You could like have him be like a Mercidian champion.
I feel like Pontiff Sullivan would be pretty dope.
I was thinking Pontiff Sullivan. He's just a dick though, right? His lore would just be, I'm an asshole. Oh.
I mean, basically, he's just Thoradin, but if he was better at his job.
Yeah, Aldrich isn't a bad shout. You need to work a little harder on the lore though. But he would make a cool boss.
Yeah.
Fight.
If it was Aldrich, but he had eaten a boss from 14 instead of.
Wow, that's a good idea. Like a big blob.
That's my pitch.
Like a Legatus coming out of the top half.
Oh, or like a primal of some kind.
Like a little primal. What would we do? Like Sophia or something. We get there and he's eating Sophia.
Yeah. Oh, ooh. I like that. That's terrible. It would suggest for Elio's learned the fatal flaw of second JRPGs endless grinding. See, I will say I haven't minded. I have not minded 3s as much. I will say this is truly the beginning of the scourge of like, I'm so glad that there's like a quick autosave before the boss, but is this where the scourge of a long cutscene before the boss began?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Soul of Cinder, Twin Prince. You can't do Soul of Cinder though, because Soul of Cinder's entire point is the context of the
We've
game.
already fought
game.
Soul of Cinder, and his name was Elidipus.
Yeah, basically.
Bloodborne.
And like to me, you know, just picking the bosses you like or that are cool is the bad way to choose things, because you need to pick the context of like what would work in 14. And to me, like, yeah, the thing that Soul Cinder that exists for 14 is Elidipus, effectively, and in a way, kind of also the Twin Princes.
Yeah, well, that's true. Bloodborne, I feel like we would. I would just have to go Cleric Beast. Maybe Vicar Amelia.
I might go like Ebridius. I probably should switch off of Viking, shouldn't I? Because Viking's not going to do us.
Oh, that might be a good idea, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, if we go down again, I'll do that.
What about?
We need to. Sorry, go ahead.
What about Rom? No. What about Paul?
Yeah, I'd be down.
What if we go like really at left field? We do Dark Beast.
Dark Beast Parl? Yeah, I get behind that.
Or an Amygdala.
Oh fucking
Oh, did we not have mana?
Apparently, because I switched jobs and didn't rest, it doesn't.
Oh, that's lame. Orphan. I don't think Orphan
The Orphan of
translates
Cos.
well.
No, because the Orphan of Cos also is like his context is what matters, right?
Yeah. Ludwig is too gory in design.
Dude, I was about to defend the Gaping Dragon. I'm pretty sure Ludwig's okay.
Well, if we're doing Gaping Dragon, then yeah. I don't know. Ludwig freaks me out way more than Gaping Dragon.
I mean, Ludwig is like a. I don't want to say pinnacle because he's not my favorite, but like is like just such a good design for what he stands for and what he's supposed to be.
And plus, we could get Moonlight Greatsword. I mean, I guess the Ravana Dark Knight Sword actually isn't that far from Moonlight Greatsword anyway.
Basically, right? I think that every time. He even has the butterflies. He even has the Moonlight Butterflies!
Oh yeah! I like Ravana. I actually really like his boss fight.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's definitely a good one.
Is there like a spell shield spell in this game?
I bet there is, but...
No, not materia.
Yukio, I have a genuine question for you because you start going down this road at a time. Why are you so interested in always asking these crossover questions? Like that to be like, it's the sort of thing I expect people who like are just entering to a fandom or like kind of like in circles on like fan fiction or a lot of other things. Like it's not that there's no value to it, but it's like I don't understand the need, the desire to like cross over things. You know, like let things be their own separate things. I feel like is more often than not what my true desire is. You know.
Can we silence it?
I don't have a silencing spell at the moment.
Oh my god.
I tried to look to see.
The shop in northeastern Saronia sells silent.
Why would they do this to us? Oh, hey, he's fighting us now.
Oh, thank God for that. I wonder why they chose Wind to be the white mage, or the white magic offensive spell. I mean, that's fair, Yukio. I've never been big on crossovers, but I don't mind it as like a hypothetical.
Yeah, I don't mind it as hypothetical. My problem is the level to which it tends to like immediately veer into like, wouldn't it be a good idea? Or the presumption that it is a good idea, I think, rather than like having not like just because two good things taste good. You don't want salmon and peanut butter, right?
You could probably make something good with salmon and peanut butter.
Understand my point, Nadira.
I think, yeah, I get your point. But I stand by that you could make something good with like a baked salmon and some peanut butter.
Fair point. 90s JRPG does love to cause you specifically pain. But no, it's good food for thought, Yu-Gi-Oh! So don't think I'm like saying don't ask it. It's just interesting to me that you'll come in and ask it many questions in that realm rather than specifics within the realms themselves. And it's just a different way to like how I operate.
I stand by this. I bet Filipino food has something like that.
Yeah, but Filipino food also has like sugar and spaghetti.
It's not that bad. It's tolerable. Baked Thai peanut salmon. Oh, but that's like Thai peanut sauce, which is so good.
But yeah, Thai peanut sauce is completely different, and that's like half soy sauce. Yeah. I love Thai peanut sauce.
Oh, New York Times cooking peanut butter glazed salmon.
Okay, fine. My point being, you don't want, I don't know, tuna fish and Sour Patch Kids. Better?
Yeah, okay. I'm with you on
You've
that
accepted defeat at that.
Yeah, I have. I couldn't do that. Actually, I'm not a big fan of PB. I just don't think I ever got the bug for it. I think it's like such an American thing to love. I like it, but like a Reese's Buttercup, a Reese's peanut butter cup. I eat that, and then like I feel like I've eaten an 18-course meal for some reason. They're so rich.
I definitely can understand that. Don't the Garudas in Dragon Quest games cause a lot of lightning damage? Do they? Dragon Quest Curse King is the only one I've really played.
I think they do. Yeah, I love Garudas. They look so stupid in these games. Yeah, no, they might do. But I don't think Dragon Quest has much of a history of wind magic, so it would make sense. Looks like they cast Sizz, which is fire, so...
Trying to figure out what causes him to cast lightning on repeat. It feels like anytime I heal, he does it.
Oh, are you Filipino, Yukio? I actually really like peanut butter in like a granola bowl. Like have some yogurt.
A granola bowl?
Yeah, so it's like a thing that like bougie people eat. It's like,
hey,
nice. It's like fancy granola, some nuts, some peanut butter, some yogurt, some fresh fruit, but like all just like put in the bowl together. Like I guess.
Oh.
I don't know,
Why don't you just have a granola bar at that point?
No, it's nicer than that, I will say. It's sort of just like gentrified granola.
And on that note, would you like to continue?
Daddy!
Alice, my son, I have been under the minister's control for so very long.
Father, it's not your...
I do not deserve forgiveness, nor do I expect it. Just know that your return has saved me.
So I just realized, I just realized we have guests in the house and one of them is sleeping in the living room. If they just heard me shout daddy like that, I'm gonna kill myself.
My soul is now freed from that torturous hold. Aulus, please, you must take your rightful place on the throne and bring peace to Saronia once more.
Oh my god.
You still gotta say it.
It's all over.
You started this.
Daddy. I'm saying it real quiet.
I love you, my son.
Maybe
Your
she's
Highness.
asleep. You have my thanks, Elio. Like a fool, I doubted my father's love.
You're not a fool. You clearly loved him.
I will assume the throne as the rightful king of Saronia, as was my father's wish. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Without your help, Gilgamesh... Is that's gotta be a reference to Gilgamesh.
Probably?
Gilgamesh's crimes would never have come to light. Thank you.
I'm looking up Gilgamesh to see if there's like any other references to him.
Oh, Yukio, I ate totang talong for the breakfast today with some banana ketchup.
Nope.
It was good.
Just this. He's also been known as Gigameth.
Gigameth. Looks like the strongest.
That is a problem that Americans are quite familiar with. All hail, King Alice. I feel like we integrate ourselves into this conflict very quickly.
Thank you, brave warriors.
Alice left the party.
We sort of just like, it was like all in a day's work for us. Oh,
pretty much.
Secret.
I mean, I just had to look up Filipino spaghetti and, well, probably not my taste. Yeah. There's a reason I have some judgments. What's the fast food place? Ukyo, I know you like it.
Jollibee.
Jollibee, yeah. Oh. We eat our Filipino spaghetti with pride plus sliced hot dogs on it. Not to mention having hot dogs on sticks with marshmallow. What?
Strange.
I mean, look, I have a problem with sweet and savory, and especially like sweet and meat. So like in general, a lot of times. So I know I have a particular problem here, but yikes.
My nickname in high school was Sweetmeat. Nobody joking.
I don't believe that.
No, I was the opposite. I was probably like Suck Machine or something. I don't know. Yeah, Ray.
And also, I'm sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
Ray, banana ketchup is really good. It's not quite as sweet as you would think. It's really nice.
Maybe we should keep someone on healer, just in case we have, you know, or on damage dealer, just in case we, you know, I probably could have also changed you back to a healer, and that would have saved us some
we could
problems.
Have maybe. But we didn't even have like a revive spell yet, do we?
We have a bunch of Phoenix Downs. Fuck it, I'm keeping Bean on Black Belt for now. If we have a problem, I can change that later. Black Belt's too strong in most cases. Oh, but let's see. Let's see. Optimal.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
It is pretty powerful. Yeah, so this build is like really strong in most fights, and then falls apart in like magic fights, I guess. It's Vikings' fault.
The first real fight we go into. And yeah, Yukio, your culture is lovely and your food is lovely. It just is not for me. Near and I are on the same lane with the sweet meat. If I had to change, I would send Filipino snacks to you. I would definitely try them. I'd absolutely try Mick. What's Mick?
Oh god, I've heard of it. Hold on. Mick is... It's like... I think it's like a condensed milk.
Oh, I love sweetened condensed milk. I love that in kakigori. Do you like BBQ, Elio? Some sauces tend on the sweeter side, so I'm curious. So yeah, okay. So I said sweet and meat, and that's not true. I even like a mirroring glazed salmon. So I do sometimes like sweet and meaty. But certain kinds of sweet, and especially fruit sweet, like fruity and meat. I don't like fruit and meat together. I hate pastries that do that. And I don't like meat. I don't like fruit in my baked goods. Like don't put fruit with bread.
Well, yeah, but in like a pastry, fruit's fine.
Oh no, I'm saying don't do that. I'm saying that no, garbage.
I mean, you eat pie. You eat like American pie.
No,
right?
I don't eat
pie.
pie.
Oh, okay.
The only pie I eat is French silk pie because it's like a chocolate mousse and whipped cream.
Okay.
Like this is a thing apparently I've become famous for in terms of being a heathen because I don't eat
Okay.
I don't eat fruit pies.
Well, I will say I hate cooked apple. Like cooked apple, like an apple pie, I hate it. The texture's vile.
What about cooked pineapple? Like seared pineapple?
Oh, seared pineapple's different.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have that same sort of granular fiber like feeling to it.
Oh, you know what? I know what you're talking about. For a second, I was like, I feel like cooked apple would be pretty good, and then I remembered, oh right, it gets that like sand texture.
Yeah. Oh, so
What about PB&J? I hate jelly. I can't stand jelly, and I hate I love peanut butter sandwiches. I cannot stand peanut butter and jelly together.
So Yukio, as part of my when I gave up beef, as part of my pre-beef tour, I ate a lot of bulalo. I love bulalo. I'm gonna miss it so much.
Give him the straw. So were y'all the kind that drinks the super sugary cereal after milk? Oh god, no, I've never drink the milk after I finish it. I love Lucky Charms. Like, there are sugary cereals I love, but I would never drink
I
milk.
do.
No. Would you be game with eating Hansel biscuits, coffee biscuits, sandwich? I'd try them. I'll try most things at least once. Unless I'm really certain that, I will have a struggle with them where I might throw up, which happens. I will try most things.
I've just had a look at them, and they look like a... This is the only time the Brits ever get to say this about about biscuits and stuff. They just look like a worse version of custard creams and chocolate bourbons.
Oh, okay. I also don't like coffee in general as a flavor, so...
I'm not big enough.
I
I don't like coffee cake, though. Coffee cake's okay. I mean, I'm not going to go out my way to get it, but it's fine. Oh, I'm jealous.
We're having it for dinner tomorrow.
I'm jealous. Although I did have Bucol Express today for dinner, actually. And that was good.
The Rune Staff's just better.
Objectively better. Oh, so I was watching that, I was telling you about those Let's Players that were playing Kingdom Hearts, and they suggested, a Goofy movie world that was, almost similar to the,
Aerials?
No, almost similar to FF15's Road Trip Pods.
Oh, yeah, a mini version of that.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
that would be.
I mean, I would have gone with the Kingdom Hearts 2 Aerial World sing along, but I'd take that too. Okay.
And then it could have the Yeti as a minibus. Bigfoot.
That'd be amazing. I have no idea. Where are we going now? Doga. What if I head to the secret wall to the right side of the punch shops? Fly the Nautilus. What do you mean fly the Nautilus? We don't have a Nautilus.
The Nautilus got blown out of the sky.
World map.
Oh yeah.
To Duster.
Do not put fruit in my cakes and my cookies. I don't care what cake it is. I don't care what cookie it is. I don't want any fruit in my cakes and cookies.
See, I'm not alone. I'm not weird. Okay, I'm weird, but for different reasons.
I don't know why they didn't add Max. I mean, they have the Donald's cousins, nephews.
Why didn't they add Max, Suvi's son in Kingdom Hearts? Because think about all the problems there would be about him not being with his family, or the depiction of Goofy, and also as much as the Goofy movie has permeated the minds of children who were born in the 90s and early 2000s, Max as a character has not been a long and huge standing important part of that. It's not, and I don't even know how big he is in Japan. So
well, I will say
and his tune.
The Goofy movie has practically no cultural impact outside of America.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. Because it existed at a very specific time and place. Okay. Love me a good coffee cake. Takes me off when I find someone that has fruit. Yeah. AC! Good to see you. Glad to have you. Well, in cooking, a small bit of coffee brings out the chocolate flavor. See, but for me, that doesn't happen. Instead, the coffee just overwhelms it, and then, coffee just is bitter. Oh, hello. Une of Une and Doga fame. Oh, come on.
Une seems to be sleeping. There's a big crack on the wall on the side.
Oh, there is. Oh, hello.
Canoe! Hit him over the head with the canoe! It's Elio with a steel chair!
Oh my god, there. One of my favorite YouTubers, Noah Caldwell Gervais, has this part where he's talking about Elden Ring and about the part where you get to Horaloo, and he has like this just wonderful. You know what? Fuck it. Give me a second. Give me a goddamn second. Nineri, do you want to look up where we need to go, real quick for me?
Oh yeah. What's this town called again? Saronia?
Saronia. Like, we got there, and then it said, like, we need to fly away in the guide I saw, but the problem is we don't have an airship. We were shot down.
Right. We need to go find Doga. Makes sense.
Descriptive. I do love this music, but it sounds familiar. Have they used a version of this music before in 14?
Question. Una and Doga and Una have a special theme. Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah, they use it in Crystal
1
Tower.
second. Oh, they do? Okay. I knew it, like, triggered something.
Oh, it's in it's in the music. It's in the, the jukebox thing in 15. Yeah, so it happens in Circus Tower.
Do.
Okay.
There are
good.
plenty of fights in Elden Ring that bosses in eventual injury to be met. It's complete. Side
Okay,
the kid
I figured out where we need to go.
probably
Okay, one moment.
loving it. The fragment
here we go.
is because I was his
You
ghost
probably won't be able to hear
when
this
they were
once it's on
together.
stream.
His former identity. He died laughing because I was still cracking up when he started trying to murder me. Now I fight as Horaloo is just phenomenally atonal to the rest of the game. It's a stray fragment of the WWF fallen into the lands between. You can just hear the announcer declaring, "What a moment, what incredible energy in the Erdtree Arena here tonight as Godfrey the Golden murders his own ghost cat in a fit of rage. The crowd is loving it." That's right, Tom. We haven't seen an appearance by Horaloo since he won Thunder from Down Under in 1986. I'll tell you, anything can happen tonight at the foot of the Erdtree, and probably will, after this brief message from our friends at Lanedale Chevrolet.
God, I love Noah Caldwell so much. Okay, what's up? Okay, where are we going?
Yeah, so inside the castle, there's a room with a bunch of engineers who will just give us back the airship.
Oh, they fixed it up. How nice of them.
I guess it makes sense. They did damage it.
Did anyone direct us towards that? I feel like if we went and talked to
Yeah.
Alice or something,
Yes.
I bet like in the throne room he would have directed us. But like, I feel like someone should have said something.
Oh, the game's had such a
Even
good
if Al's-
track record. I'll forgive it this one time.
Yeah.
Really pretty blue flowers.
Oh, you see those blue flowers? I see that as like marshland.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, it was it gets blurry on the stream.
Oh, yeah, because I have it at low quality so that it doesn't affect the streaming quality.
Yeah.
Donald is a nephew and Uncle Scrooge, so I find the issue of family. Well, but the boys have been there since like what, the 30s? The boys have been around. Huey, Louie, and Dewey have been around for a long, long time.
I mean, they've
and are like much more classic.
they've helmed projects as well.
Right. That's a very different thing to me.
Also, they're like Tom
and-
Nook in the first game at least. So,
Yeah.
oh, there we
We're
go.
the Saronian Engineering Corps. You're welcome to take our Nautilus airships. It was dug out of some ancient ruins, and we fixed it up. Well, go get it. We'll go get it.
I wonder if that's
Yeah.
like an Allegan type vibe thing, like dug up old airship.
Yeah. Well, what with like, and also with what we're gonna find out later about Xande and stuff, I think you might be right. Have they done Oliver and Company? No, not in Kingdom Hearts. And I don't think they ever will. It was not a huge. We parked it outside the castle for you. The Nautilus should even get you through the gales of the Dal continent. Fly safely. Obtain the Nautilus airship.
2 14 characters who would be perfect as WWE desk announcers, Sukyo.
AC, I can tell you for sure that I can, because I have been in a situation where I have done just almost exactly what you're saying. Because, like, Cookie, like, I have a really sensitive tongue for bitter. Like, really sensitive.
Okay, here's my
Holy
pitch.
moly, we're moving fast.
Yeah. My pitch, Yukio, is Raban and Nanamo as the WWE announcers.
Oh my god, that'd be hysterical.
I will say something this game doesn't do quite as well as the other ones is which isn't, I suppose isn't necessarily a negative, is provide the funds that you would like.
Yeah, to test out everything without grinding.
Yeah, I think part of that is because of the sheer breadth of options. Yukio wants you to do an Eorzean impression as a WWE desk announcer.
You gotta give me the lines. I can't. I don't like know the WWE to come.
Oh,
up with
neither
it
do
off the
I.
top of my head.
I watch.
If you give me lines, I'll do it though.
Hold on. Okay, someone in chat give us some lines for Leah to read.
The Ocular. What the Ocular, Sarah? Was that area called the Ocular? Also
Yeah.
wasn't House of Mouse. Yeah, but House of Mouse is a very American-centric thing. That wasn't.
Yeah, the Ocular is
Like,
where
that's
the
kind of more to
Crystal
the
X-Arc
point.
meets with us.
Right. No, I'm saying, but was the Ocular what the place Une's like was? Was there a place called the Ocular?
No, that
Une's
was just
3
Une's
that I
cave,
missed.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think Ocular is. Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything. Oh wait.
Name 2 Final Fantasy desk announcers. I'm trying to think. I feel like 2 Lalafels would be really funny. But also, like, what are 2 like really catty people too? Like Hilda maybe, and I'm trying to think about like. I feel like there's so many combos that could be hysterical given the right context.
What about Leveva and oh my gosh, what's the Ellison guy's name?
The Geomancer dude, or no, that's the cure.
No, from the Astrologian Quest.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Ginequinard.
I forget his name. Yeah.
Yeah, him and Leveva from they'd like be at each other's throat.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yes, thank you, Kid.
Jackanard. Let me see if I can look up the milkshake line. Would it be interesting to see Oswald in Kingdom Hearts? Oswald
The
from...
cat? Yeah, Oswald the cat. Like the original... Oh, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, yeah. Like... the original Universal thing, yeah. I guess so.
Is the floating continent the southern continent? No, this is the southern continent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we get like a Steamboat Willie themed Kingdom Hearts world yet?
Yeah. Well, in Kingdom Hearts 2, Timeless River.
Right. Yes, that's the one where Pete's the villain, isn't it?
Yeah, but Steamboat Willie, but it's also you have Mickey on the Steamboat. That's like what Pete's after.
Yeah. I mean, you could put Oswald in that, like a version of that.
Oh right, Oswald the Rabbit. Right. Do super chat. Make all those super shit in the forest because the monster stuff real happy. Speaking of which, if you guys want to see the boy, I can get the boy at some point.
We should get that.
Namado's commentator chair is Raban's shoulder. That'd be really funny. I feel like what would be great is like different episodes hosted by different people.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Like I'm now imagining like Connie Senna hosting with like who'd be a funny person to be with Connie Senna who's from the Shroud.
A Duskwhite role player. No.
Yeah, I was about to say some Duskwhite. It would have to be a Duskwhite. That would be really funny. Yeah, Oswald would have made so much sense in Time Limit River. Yeah.
Oh, you know what would be
But also
funny? Kenny Senna and Merlwib.
That would be funny. Who's there? Trespassers! Don't you know this is the hall of the great mage Doga? Seize them! Kupo? Kupo. Oh, we... Moogles!
Moogle.
They're here!
Oh my god.
Wait. Are you four? I totally didn't remember Moogles. My word, if it isn't the warriors of light in the flesh. Well, the crystals have chosen you. Far be it from me to question them. I have something to tell you. I know who is threatening this world with darkness. It's my old colleague, Xande. Oh, also, I forgot. There was a line, and it may have been off-stream that I read it, but someone said that the world was once consumed by light as it was with darkness. And it's like, and one thing I loved is that idea that the 13th and the void in the source, and then also the flood of light in the first, is even somehow still a fucking Final Fantasy 3 reference.
That's a good point.
God damn it. Ishikawa.
So here's something
old...
interesting. The beavers from FF2 were supposed to be Moogles, but they got scrapped and turned into beavers.
Why?
No. At all.
That's confirmed? Someone's not positing that?
No, it's true.
Weird. It is my old colleague Xande. Along with Une, we were disciples of the greatest master of them all, Noah. When Master Noah died, he gifted me with his magic. He gave Une powers over the dreamscape, and finally he gave Xande the gift of human mortality. So Noah, obviously, Une, Doga, Xande, Noah, all of them used in 14 in the Crystal Tower stuff.
I know the acronym. Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical.
Yep. But also Noah the Archmage, and also if you've done Eureka Orthos, which Naniri I don't think you've done yet, she comes back up.
Oh.
But this is also where they establish Xande's like whole fear of mortality thing. Enraged by what he considered as a slight, Xande sought to poison this world. He used the power of the Earth Crystal, combined with the technical know-how of the Ancients, to bring about the Great Earthquake. There's something about the technical know-how of the Ancients that just seems like a very silly line. Instead of, like, the technological wisdom of the Ancients or something would be like, oh, buddy! Hey, guys, guess who came to see me apropos of nothing? But the Earth Crystal is gone. Goldor destroyed it. Hi, buddy. Oof. Well, but my milkshake bringing... Well, see, but that's just an Urianger line, right? That's not, like, a line for, like, him reading for, like, WWE, you know? And lo, thy man has smashed him with a chair.
Da boy.
Crunch. You make it hard not to want to bite your ears. They're very soft and cute. There you go.
Oh, Infinite. Every time that people mention stuff like that, it just makes me think of how it's canon that the Allagans made so many versions of the Cure spell that they had to stop like using Curaga and stuff and just rename it to Cure 2.
Oh, the Amdapori.
Yeah.
In Great Gooble. Yeah, the Amdapori had a great council, and we're like, okay, we're all agreeing, we're changing the name to 3, like Fire 3. Yes? Good? Okay, adjourned. It's in one of the books of, like, Great Gooble, Library Heart, or Great Gooble. What? Oh, that wasn't the real Earth crystal. It was just a rock I enchanted to produce gold. The real crystal is still hidden away, undisturbed. Xande has tried to rid this world of light. He's trying to harness the darkness and use it for his own power. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. He cannot be allowed to unbalance the world. I will come with you and aid you in your quest. Doga, join the party.
Okay. I didn't realize we got Doga. I don't remember this. I don't remember as much of this game as I thought I did.
I mean, I don't remember Moogles, so. I hope Elio doesn't blow our eardrums if they show a solid copy of EE3. If they do for the live letter. Yeah, speaking of, I need to like check what the actual time on my end is for the live letter. It is FX News. Yeah, March 31st, but what time Friday, March 31st at 4 a.m. Okay, cool. It's a little over like 16 hours from now. Ish. Oh my god, look at all these Moogles! Master Doga has told us the Master Xande caused the Great Earthquake, Kupo.
I like him.
Master Xande used to be such a good person. Like who?
I like the big Moogles, like the old games, like up until 6. Like I think up until 7. 7 is when they get small, isn't it?
They've been very well. My favorite, still to this day, is probably Kingdom Hearts Moogles. I don't know why, but they're just such cute little teddy bears.
Yeah, I like Kingdom Hearts. I feel like I'm a bit of a classicist, though. I actually really like 14s. The 14s Moogles feel like a really good middle ground.
Synthesis? Yeah, definitely. But he was so pointed by Master Noah's gift of immortal life that he left without a word, Kupo. What can I do for you, Kupo?
Yeah, because I forgot how much the Moogles in Kingdom Hearts they just look like stuffed toys.
Well, I mean, it's because they're like the physical embodiment of the version that Nomura made for Lulu to have, right? Because there's no Moogles in 10 other than her stuffed doll.
Yeah.
But then it's her stuffed doll come to life is literally just the Kingdom Hearts version.
Right, yeah, basically.
No. Master Doga, you can't go into the Cave of the Circle. Please, Kupo, it's too dangerous in there. The Cave of the Circle is connected to the World of Darkness. It's teeming with monsters, Kupo. I hope that Master Doga will be okay. Cool. The urn contains wellspring water, Kupo. Since you have received the light of the crystal, Kupo, you can revive or heal your wounds by drinking it.
I'm kind of obsessed with Doga's mustache.
I mean, that looks a lot like the one that Papashan has.
Yeah, I guess so.
Neri, maybe you should just grow a mustache on your Lalafell.
Never.
Smooth jazz Moogles. The Elvis Moogle returns. I mean, yeah, hey, for those of you who've been around during MSQ streams, you know that that's the voice that we've been doing for a while now.
Oh no, V, this is the first that Moogles appear.
Yes. Sorry, I missed what your question was, Yukio. Moogles are still a mystery in 14. My favorite Moogle in Kingdom Hearts is the one in the black coat, the vendor for Organization 13's lounge room. Yeah, there's a lot of good jokes that they do with them in there. I just love them in Traverse Town. Yeah,
I do not love Traverse
Well, okay. You're breaking my heart, Naniri. It's one of my favorite things in all the video game.
I don't like it in Kingdom Hearts 1. I just don't like its layout.
My heart. Wait, just like from a mechanical gameplay standpoint?
Yeah, I just don't like making my way around it.
Okay. Because, like, I'm talking more about, like, vibe.
Oh,
like, the
vibe's
vibe
fine.
of Traverse Town is... Oh, no, don't say it's fine!
No, okay, the vibe is
oh,
good.
No!
It almost feels a little depressing to me, though.
No! I know, it's just, like, some melancholy, but also some peace and joy. It's this place between spaces. It's so liminal. It's this wonderful place where everyone's left behind, but also are making something of a livelihood. It's so much, like, it's simultaneously comfort and melancholy all in one. Oh, no!
Because, well, there can be no peace in a place where Yuffie is. Oh, why are there so many Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts? I believe I do know the story of this. Elio will know it better than me, but let me explain it and then Elio can clarify. So, I am given to understand that it was an elevator pitch to make like a Disney, like JRPG, and that Square Enix, like they kept on saying, like Disney kept on saying, let's just make a pure Disney one, and Square Enix kept on like throwing a tantrum and being like, no, it has to be serious JRPG, we have to have stuff in it. And then I think Nomura just ended up injecting his designs from Final Fantasy into it. But let's hear Elio's full version.
It was always more collaborative than that, but it was always like a kind of like a halvesies in multiple ways. But yeah, the thing is that Kingdom Hearts is not Disney. Kingdom Hearts is Final Fantasy cross Disney, like, so with some original stuff itself, and then as it went along, decided to omit more and more of the Final Fantasy, and now omit more and more of the Disney because Nomura. Anyways,
this series is like unrecognizable from the first game.
Yeah. I'm sorry for this can of worms question. Should I never ask why so many fans? Yeah, no, it was for why so many when I saw Cloud Tifa. I mean, what? The same way you're seeing Cloud and Tifa, you're seeing Donald and Goofy. The same way you see Mickey, you see, you know, Tidus. You see Tidus on Destiny Island and Waka, right? So it's always a fundamental crossover from the get-go. Oh, they just got Kingdom Hearts broken. Well played, Infinite. Played 358 over 2 on DS. Good memories, even if the graphics were awful. I mean, they are. The compression and the resolution's awful, but actually for the time, the amount of ambition on display in that game for a DS game is actually really impressive.
AC, I honestly don't think that I know the Sora old concept art, like the furry Sora art, I don't think it's like comparable to Ronso or Hrothgar. It's way closer to like a Makoto. He's just like a boy with lion ears and a tail.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Some of the earlier Sora pitches were interesting, but I do think like the final pitch makes the most sense, especially because he's a synthesis of final. He's a perfect Sora. If you think about him from a design standpoint, especially KH1 Sora is a perfect synthesis between Disney and Final Fantasy.
Yeah, he's pretty good, and then Riku is a little harder on the Final Fantasy side.
Yeah. But still, the big shoes, the baggy pants, the childlike atmosphere, like, there's still a lot, like, it's still Nomura, don't get me wrong, but there is still, like, it is, like, edgy Japanese Disney, right? Which is what he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think he's still a fusion, but I think Riku does err a little closer on the side of Final Fantasy versus.
Sure. By the sheer fact that he's supposed to be a little bit more of the slightly teenagey or edgy version, there's kind of, like, no question that it does aim a little bit away from it.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I got the Copper Bell Mines part in the MSQ series. I can tell you how you did Papa Sean if you still want to know, Elio. Sure, lady. I'm glad you remembered, Dave. Yeah, that's great. A literal elevator pitch. Yeah, it literally did start out as an elevator pitch. I forget if it was I don't think it was Nomura. I might have been Nomura, but someone was in an elevator with a producer from Disney, and that's how this all got started.
I don't think it was Nomura.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I think it was either the President's Square or something like that. What was that sound?
A sneeze.
That was a sneeze?
Yes.
Your sneezes are magical. Every time you do a different noise that are wild. I never played Kingdom Hearts. Should I give it a try? Raven, I cannot caveat this enough. What do you want out of it? Because if you just want to play like a complete 3-game trilogy that's really whimsical and fun and weird and kind of nonsense, but also has some like really wonderful music and emotions, playing the first game, Chain of Memories, and the second game works really well. Do you want to get into the most mind-bendingly all over the fucking place game series that is like puts to shame things like Devil May Cry and any number of other games, then yeah, go ahead and get into it. But all that is true while also having wonderful music and really fun gameplay and a bunch of other stuff. The other thing is that, Raven, the things that bug me probably may not bug you, so I would say give it a fucking shot. I would say play the first one, and the first one's the slowest and like the most clunkiest and aged the least gracefully by far. Well, some of the Game Boy ones have aged worse, but if you like the first one, you'll probably still like the rest of them, and only you can decide from there.
Here's my recommendation. Play only 358 days.
No. I'm 358 also look, 358 without any context for any of the characters in it is also like I mean I guess it's just general JRPG, but
yeah, basically.
Should I draw Sora as a teenager, Hrothgar? Yes, and you should definitely show it to me. Except for Chain of Memories and 2FA, all the games are on PS4, PS5. And so all of them are there's now a collection you can buy that is all the games. And it is all the games except for 358 and, because Chain of Memories is now, they made Re-Chain of Memories, which is a console version of it. 358 and Coded got basically, cutscene written performance versions for that collection. So the collection that exists now, if you want to play all of them, now is the best time, because they have an easy way to get access to everything that has ever been made. But yeah, so there's 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8, and all of that collectively makes up everything you need to play in addition to 3. And I think they have that in one big collection that you can buy now. You give him a deep voice, no real accent, but kind of an uncle cadence, if that makes sense. Yeah, thanks, lady. Guess I'll give it a try. Yeah, Raven, with some of the stuff you like and your taste, I think you'd enjoy it. Do you guys like Master Zeno, Voice, Leonard Nimoy, or I mean, Leonard Nimoy was perfect. Leonard Nimoy was perfect. So like, Rutger Hauer is doing his best, right? But Nimoy was phenomenal. Nimoy to me was just like fun, just like playing that role with an actual level of gravitas. It did not have. It also did not help that Kingdom Hearts 3's enormous. Well, never mind. Yeah. Me and Neri. The thing about when me and Neri disagree is that usually we're like going to still like try to like not even just hear the other out, but like it's much more playful, right? Right, Neri?
Yeah, definitely.
You think, how you feel about Traverse now, huh, Neri?
Oh, I mean...
Oh, okay, well, fine. Shall we continue on then?
Yes, let's continue on.
We made it, but we can't rest. My life force won't last much longer. You're an eternal being. Why is it running out of time now?
Because the plot calls for it.
Let me cast a spell on your ship. This will allow you to travel underwater. Shahapadio, Muwu, Kaine. Wait, Kaine? I wonder. I wonder if that's where Yokotaro got his idea for the name. So that means like Nicktu Balata Crypt. What?
No, well, it's Kaine, isn't it?
Kaine in.
Wait, do you mean the main?
I'm thinking. I'm talking about the character in.
In
I'm talking
Nier.
about the character in Nier.
Okay, yeah. The one with the soul blades.
Yeah, the Nautilus can travel underwater thanks to the Doga spell. Oh, and the wears a teddy all the time. You must go to the Temple of Time under the sea at Cape Twinhorn, south of Saronia. There you will find Noah's lute. Why do we need that? The music of that magic lute can be reach the world of dreams. You must use it to wake up Une and bring her back to our world. I, on the other hand, must go and fetch Eureka's key. Eureka! Once you have found Une, you will need to commandeer the Invincible to a colossal battleship. Now go! Find the lute and awaken Une. We will see each other again, young heroes. Doga left the party. Okay, I feel like this part, a little bit of 2 and 1 is showing in like just the arbitrary things happening.
Yeah. That's true. I do like the Invincible
I don't think it's as
though for the ships.
Right. I will warp you out of here with my magic. I leave Une to you. Farewell for now, warriors.
Which universe has the messiest lore, the Yoko verse or the Kingdom Hearts verse? Probably the Kingdom Hearts verse by this point, to be honest.
Probably Kingdom Hearts. I mean, the thing is that the Yoko verse actually does a shockingly good job about remaining comparably consistent. Oh, fuck.
It's consistent, it's just, like, kind of oblique. But it actually does make sense internally, to a degree.
Yeah. It's not as frictious, whereas, like, Kingdom Hearts retcons the shit out of itself constantly.
Yeah, I mean, when I was watching these videos of Kingdom Hearts 1, I was just like, they do a lot of stuff in this that will not, that will not hold up very well in future games.
No. Well, even just the relationship between what the Keyblade is, or the idea of the Keyblade of Darkness, or like Kingdom Hearts 1 just doesn't. Yeah.
And they drop the name of Ansem at times when really they shouldn't be, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 1 works on some good ass dream logic though. Especially places like the end of the world.
I really feel like Kingdom Hearts 1, I'm not going to say is better as a solo game because I don't think it is, but I think it works extremely well as a solo game.
100% agree. I totally agree. I will also say Kingdom Hearts as a series has the worst introduction and execution of the concept of time travel that I have ever seen.
It's not good. Just play. Honestly, I was joking earlier when I said just play 358, but you could just play Dream Drop Distance as a solo game, I feel.
Fuck no.
Yes, what you could.
Are you trolling?
No, I feel like you could.
The amount of shit you have to know preemptively going into that for any of what's going on to make sense, and the level to which that thing ends as that game is literally just Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh fuck, we needed to set some shit up.
This game.
That's literally all that game is.
This sign can't stop me because I can't read.
No, I mean, like, to me, if you're only gonna play one, I would say play 1 or Birth by Sleep or 2.
Wait, hold on.
Because Birth by Sleep...
Hold on, let me...
Did you say Dream Drop Distance and you meant Birth by
I
Sleep?
meant Birth by Sleep. Yes, I meant Birth by Sleep. That's the one with Aqua and Terra and...
Yep, that's Birth by Sleep.
Yeah,
yep.
okay, I meant Birth by Sleep. So is my position not understandable now?
Yes, your position is deeply understandable. Because earlier, what you said, what do I even relate it to? It's like, well, if you're gonna start with the Harry Potter series, I would definitely recommend reading the 6th one, and only the 6th one.
Okay.
Or something like that. I don't even know.
But yeah, you could play Birth by Sleep as a standalone game.
I'm glad we're entertaining, Daniel. Yeah, you can definitely play Birth by Sleep as a standalone game. Because the thing is like the way it ends off is clearly there's more to be said, but it still could just be the hope for the future, right? And like the same way that you could play 1 as standalone, even though it ends kind of on a cliffhanger. It works well enough.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no, you could not play Kingdom Hearts 3D as a standalone. Yeah, Sarah's with me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
definitely
retract
true.
now that I have cleared out which one is which in my brain.
See you then, Yukio. Have a good sleep.
Good night. Paying.
Get to our series over at Eorzean, twitter.com, Eorzean Archives. There's funny stuff that Ray posts all the time.
Every time I see Paying, I think of Peon from World of Warcraft, and my brain just goes, what?
Same.
Dual Tomahawk.
Wonga.
Berserker confirmed. Wait, no, Berserker's already a thing in the game.
You know, with the fact that, like... Well, no, I was about to say that maybe they could introduce Dual Tomahawk or something, like, and make it, like, use the offhand slot as they have for, like, Paladin. But then I realized, like, Ninja exists, and they didn't do dual daggers.
Yeah, they could just make it work like Ninja, right? I used to get really annoyed in late-stage Shadowbringers when people were like, oh my god, Necromancer is going to be the next class. And I was like, no, it's not. The lore doesn't work that a Necromancer...
You haven't been around for this, but that comes up as a topic all the time in the MSQ streams, and I go on rants about why that doesn't work and also why the morality of that is inherently evil.
Yeah, but like... Necromancy isn't even a class. It's just a thing some people do, and also a lot of like thaumaturges could do pretty well.
Well, and there's so many side quests that are about the evils of it and why you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
On multiple levels from different perspectives. And the only argument the coherent argument that I've seen is that, well, in the Hero's Gauntlet, one of the heroes one of the heroes that gets summoned is a necromancer. I'm like, right. But one, the people being summoned cross space and time, we don't have a full context for them. And also may exist in different worlds with very different rules and contexts for their abilities and magics. Also, when Necromancers exist in prior Final Fantasy games, it doesn't exist as actually summoning the dead. It just exists as like using blood magic of yourself.
It's like Guild Wars. Like certain paths for Necromancers is just like curses and blood magic and stuff.
KH1 had zippers, KH2 had belts, KH3 had plaid. I've never heard it put that way, but you're absolutely right. What's the next for Kingdom Hearts 4? Buckles? No, shoelessness.
No, I think we go Buckles, and I think we go full Pilgrim with it. Like everyone.
It's gonna be whatever.
Rock.
It's literally gonna be whatever is fashionable at the time. Because like the reason it was plaid is because that was like when the characters were designed. That was what was fashionable in Tokyo. Same with like why the fucking 15 bros were designed the way they were, and why they looked outdated by the time the game came out.
Oh, okay. I feel like some of the 15 bros could have been like the son of what's that J-pop song? Rain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Rain. Oh my god, Rain is hot. He's not even J-pop, he's K-pop. Why did I think he was J-pop?
I have a friend in DM who insists enchantment in D&D is more evil than necromancy. That seems like a fascinating line of reasoning. I'm not as like I'm not the most strongest verse in Forgotten Realms, so I couldn't speak one way or another. But that must be that certainly is an argument.
No, I mean that's probably true actually.
Oh, do you want to explain?
So necromancy is all sorts of stuff, you know, like a lot of damaging magic is necromancy.
Mm-hmm. Toll the Dead.
Yeah, Toll the Dead, inflict wounds, stuff like that. But enchantment is purely like mind control and basically mind control. And subversion of minds and stuff. So I think there's something to be argued there, yeah.
A subversion of will. I guess it also probably depends on like what you value, right? Because like the desecration of the deceased versus
yeah, and there are a few necromantic like subclasses that specialize in necromancy spells that actually focus on keeping the dead down. So at the same time, I guess
it's more of a tool. Rather than just an.
But even
music.
Yeah, the music is nice actually. But even I guess no, Ranchi's blood magic feels different to me than necromancy AC. That
Ranji blood magic.
Yeah, that feels almost more like mythical Chinese alchemy to me.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's more like, what I would put it actually more like AC is what a lot of the Dark Knight does, but with more blood. In like Final Fantasy 14, our incarnation of Dark Knight kind of already has a lot of the aspects of Necromancer that have existed in the past for Final Fantasy. And kind of Cecil with his darkness attack and stuff in 4 already, has some of that same idea. Also, if you have your show with you for the dungeon, she mentions the Necromancer as Aether is heavily tainted and corrupted with only a small smoldering of light left. Ooh, Demins! I'm gonna remember that. Elio will remember this. That is useful knowledge. Thank you. Yeah, which implies it's bad, definitely. Not that dead need their bodies anymore. Yeah. The wizard lobby makes sure the magic in Forgotten Realms remains dangerously unregulated.
I feel like the wizard lobby would be based out of Thay then. The flavor.
It's funny you said that. I thought you meant Wizard of the Coast at first. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, but then I think that comes down a lot to personal values, like Elio said. For a lot of cultures, animating a dead enslaved mind or not would be a pretty high order crime.
But yeah, no, I from a standpoint of like enchantment getting a pass, I can understand why that would definitely.
And I feel like that's not necessarily true. In most of the campaigns I've played in, if you cast like enchantment spells on people and people find out, like without it being like a save the world type scenario, you could get in quite a lot of trouble. At least in the ones I played, but it depends by DM to DM, obviously.
I was about to say that's a very DM by DM. Might depend on the flavor of necromancy. If it's bringing back the soul of the dead to mind control, that'd be at least the same level as bad chance. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, if it's just using a corpse to animate, that might be different level of bad. Yeah, definitely an interesting distinction. Necromancy that way feels just like Diet Summoner. Oh, don't do me like that, Infinite. For sure. Yeah, which is why I said at least. Yeah, definitely agreed, V. Definitely agreed.
Well, in D&D terms, nothing. Most of the resurrection spells are necromancy spells.
Yeah, I feel like that depends on the IP, pretty much.
Yeah, it does, definitely.
If you are effectively brought back to the way of life you were beforehand, then I guess that's just straight resurrection. Whereas necromancy is typically seen as the manipulation of like deceased souls, deceased bodies, and brought back in a way that is not fully what they are, and usually in some way either under the sway of or like devoid of will other than the necromancers or something. Like, basically, if you were just resurrected 100% the same as yourself, I guess technically that should follow the umbrella of necromancy, if you, like, it was forcibly bringing your soul back into a deceased body and manipulating it. But if you're still yourself, I mean, then it's just resurrection, right?
It really does depend on the IP. Like,
in short, Jesus was a necromancer.
Well, I'm sure that you could, like, argue that from JoJo's if you wanted to. Boss troll. Fatchan's got to be an Irish thing.
That or it's just their short version of saying fat.
Oh, it's Scottish. It was a single-legged giant with one eye and a hand protruding from its chest and giant ears. Okay. Work?
There's something about that that's very FromSoft energy.
Yeah, that's true. It's FromSoft, and like I could see it being like I think a Dragon Quest or something.
Mhm. You got any pitches for what you? Well, actually, you haven't finished 6.3, have you?
No, I have not. Much to my terrible
My
shame.
friend, my friend, the live letter for 6.4 is coming out like tomorrow.
I know. I need to. I will. Okay, I will.
Ninir, you have some time on your hand, my friend. You know what you're doing when you wake up tomorrow?
Well, I got work tomorrow.
You know what you're doing after work tomorrow?
Well, I got work at 9 tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. But on Monday, huh?
Okay, there we go. Deal. On Monday. You know what you're doing on Monday? Oh, lordy!
Kite clubs.
That is some boobs on display.
I quite like it. I like what. Okay. I like the artwork.
I do. Yeah, it's very colorful and lively. Would you consider Moses an aeromancer or a hydromancer?
Neither. He's not manipulating the
consider
water. He's calling on God to do it.
Right. Summoner.
Yeah, he's like a priest or a cleric or a summoner.
I'm
Yeah.
sticking with summoner. I'm just going to win in full stack religious.
If we're going
Is it okay to mix
14
up-
mode, he would be a summoner. Yeah.
Is it okay to mix up Irish and Scottish people so long as there isn't a Scottish person within your shot? Moves. Yes, they are. They've got mighty moves for sure.
Mighty moves. Ooh, Bell.
Yeah, we don't have a geomancer.
Right? Moves indeed. These guys are ripped. But not like
Of course, it's the first one.
not like in human position. Like their proportions aren't actually quite right. But I guess that's fine.
I do love that they cover their junk with their clubs.
Yeah, I would in the 3D remake that we're inevitably like the actual like proper 3D remake that we're gonna get because I'm demanding it. They will just have full dong and balls.
Ray. So many things have just now started to make sense. Ray is half Scottish.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
I found the exact passage from the Hero's Gauntlet. Her aether is dark, but within I see a glimmer of radiance. Thank you, Demins. Thank you for that information.
Okay, that sort of
I will
changes from
hold
the
that in mind.
initial reading that we got. Like, that almost suggests like hilarity, but with a sort of sense of earnestness that maybe isn't immediately apparent.
Yes, but I would still argue that though the implication that she's bothering to mention that is that like there's still like necromancy is even assuming that's like that necromancer is anything other than like Dark Knight style, right? Is
I mean, polarizing yourself is
Fucked.
dangerous anyway. Like, regardless. So
yeah. Lady, I only got to the Pandemonium Star quest myself. Tried to start the first dungeon since my gear is too low. Yeah, so lady, you can buy these. Gotcha. You can buy 610, and you can get current rating gear, very easy, right? Like you don't have to do Savage in order to get high level gear. Always be willing to like try to get that stuff on the market board, or if you need someone to use @looking for group in the Discord, and I'm sure someone could craft it for you for cheap.
or
Plenty of us would be willing to help, I'm sure. Do you think the version of Eternal Wind should have lyrics, or is it fine as an instrumental piece? Well, there is a version of Eternal Winds with lyrics in 14. Or at least close enough. I mean, technically, it is effectively a version.
you're right, Demins, but at the same time, none of the people that are summoned are implied to be like particularly in their right mind at that moment.
That's fair. Although some of them are still like at least pretty like concreted to the cause, whereas she's kind of like a little off her rocker.
She is. She a little spooky.
So does your Scottish half hate your other half? Whether there's emotional trauma for her backstory, we'll never know, or something involving necromancy, I don't know. And again, like this is like just because she's stated as a necromancer doesn't mean she actually involves manipulation of the dead based on prior history of Final Fantasy games too. So it's like even her title does not necessarily implicate that she is manipulating the dead.
Yeah, I mean, just
Or
look at the
Ouroboros.
look at the ability she uses in her fight as well. It's just a lot of offensive spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Scumig Leone could be a necromancer. Yeah, you could call him that.
Oh, because the undeath. Well, I mean, like, in 4? Yeah. But also he's, like, that's seen as evil, right?
Oh yeah, he's evil.
Yeah. Because my point is not that necromancy exists. Yeah. It's just that, like, it's evil. H has a spectral necromancer as a summoning magic in the shape of the dead. No, because what it is, it's summoning magic just of someone across space and time.
Yeah, I mean,
Right? Like, what...
I honestly,
It is the spell that we are using. If you literally look at them being summoned, it's the magic of Azem, basically. I mean, it's not the magic of Azem because it's the magic using of the Crystal Tower being pulled through space and time, but it's the same magics that are summoning people across space and time that are used during the final battle of against Hades. She's summoning. She's not. No, oh, her magics. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like the spirits being summoning. I would have to look specifically at what. It's been a while since I've done Hero's Gauntlet, so I couldn't tell you in specific, AC. But we can definitely look at that later.
So I would venture so far. I know she's called the Necromancer, literally, but I would venture as far as saying she's not actually the best case study. You'd be much better looking at like Edda or even what's the final boss?
I mean, well, at that point, Nybeth.
Yeah, Nybeth as well. That's who I was thinking of. Edda and Nybeth.
Right.
Well, we know more about Edda's process. You know, we see firsthand from her notes and stuff how she sort of follows.
Well, I mean, Edda. Yeah, I guess but she's also being influenced by him, so
yeah.
Really, it's just all an extension of his bullshit. It is a foolish mortal indeed who dares disturb my slumber. Odin attacks. Uh-oh.
Odin. Okay.
Oh boy. I guess I went up the wrong stairs.
I feel like we're gonna get something good out of this if we survive it.
Assuming we win.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't Zantetsuken.
Ooh.
Oh.
Owie.
Could you look up his weaknesses?
Yeah. I have to say, do you feel like the plot is kind of slackened in the latter? Like
yeah.
The later part of this game? I mean, it's still a fun game, but...
Guys, you're fighting Santa Claus on armor on horseback. You're not wrong.
It looks like he doesn't have any elemental weaknesses.
Fuck.
He does have Sentetsuken though.
Great.
Santa Claus on horseback.
Is he immune to all ailments?
I don't. Hold on. He. Not that it's telling me. Oh, he doesn't have a Sentetsuken. He has. Oh, he does. It's just localized in this game to Atom Edge. No, I don't think he's immune to everything. To anything.
Okay, high potion. Honestly, I was trying to think I need to switch you back to healer.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, once we get Earth Crystal, I can go Devout, and then that will be pretty powerful. I mean, with all the potions we're using, it would be better off as Scholar.
Oh, right, duh.
See, this design is so interesting for Odin to me. Is this the first time Odin appears in Final Fantasy? I think it is, yeah.
That I can think of. And also, you mean I see the similar, despite the fact that silver and red and stuff, I can see where we go from here.
I can as well. I'm just not sure how we got here. Like Sleipnir, obviously,
I think, like,
but I don't see the armor.
I think the armor's just armory, right? Like the idea is just supposed to be its armor, you know, like in a very like general sense.
I guess. I just sort of never pictured Odin as armored in the mid, and he like uses a spear mostly, doesn't he? Ooh, ow, ow, ow.
Fuck! Oh, thank God it's not one hit kill.
Okay. I think it is when you summon him.
Okay, everyone's gonna high potion themselves. Oh, okay, we're also running out. That's not good. Let's end this.
I, for one, believe in us.
Fuck!
Oh, that's not good.
You had to jinx it in there.
Right? Does Odin ever use the horse to attack? Oh, I'm sure he does. I mean,
Does boost is boost just for one attack or does it last permanently?
it's for one attack.
Okay.
I don't know all of his animations throughout the entire 3D run of the series, but I would think so. Yeah, I would think his horse like fully like pounces or like kicks at you at time. I can't really say.
FF13. I would say look to FF13.
Yeah, probably in that one.
Oh, fuck you!
Wow, it's getting stronger as well.
What's the point in draw attack if he's just going to use multi-man attacks?
That is a little frustrating, to be honest. A lot of these bosses seem to just default to AoEs.
Cast a protective magic spell, great. That would have been early. Helpful earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't let him do that.
Huh. Why am I so resilient to that?
I don't have an answer for you, but I am giving you an elixir. I'm going to see if you can win this out.
That would be pretty happy. Yeah, he's kind of Centauri, I guess, AC in 13. But then again, so are most of the summons. Like, they morph to and from vehicles pretty frequently, so... I always thought, like, Snow's bike was kind of trashy, the fact that it was, like, just
The
two
Shiva
women.
thing?
Yeah. I mean, it also goes kind of hard, but...
It does go hard. I'm torn on it. Oh, fuck you! What? Since when does attacks go before item?
Fuck
Okay,
you,
fine,
Odin.
fine. Should we try to fuck him up?
Yeah, we can give it one more go, maybe. Who were our first fictional crushes? I think we said this earlier. Mine was the animated Robin Hood, the dog guy, the fox.
Have a good one, Sarah. I think it's funny that Odin's horse is also his grandson. In terms of game design, I think the horse would be a potential weak point in 13. Odin is. Yeah, but that's only if you have weak points in a game, right? Odin's both the mountain and the fighter, so it doesn't count. I don't know if I asked before, but what is Eleanor's first fictional crush? I don't know that I don't know if I know off the top of my head.
It's definitely got to be Robin Hood for me.
I have a hard time with crushes in general because it's like I have to have a relationship with a thing to like connect to it.
Right.
And if the thing can't have a relationship back, it's, you know.
I used to be really into, like when I was a kid, really into Orlando Bloom as Legolas.
One of my partners was also like that. Fuck.
Oh, that's so lame.
God, that's so stupid. Because, like, it means you can't swap in dungeons.
Yeah, it is a little frustrating, to be honest. There's a lot to like about this game, and I'm not going to change my... I do feel like it's kind of letting itself down a little bit in the end game, though. Well, close to the end game. Honestly, I'm starting to think Viking might be running out of its, like... I'm starting to think about Dark
Usefulness.
Knight, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking you might be right.
If we have a Dark Sword.
Oh, but apparently it can do damage.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a trick to making him not use that. Let me,
Tetsuken?
yeah, let me
Yeah,
see.
it just seems random is the problem. I didn't equip Curaga, right? No, I did not. Actually, but do I have? No, but I can't use it now. Okay, that's fine.
It seems like they're just recommending Dark Knight for all bosses, which makes sense considering
What's so good about it?
they can take fractional parts of HP away regardless of like total amount.
Okay.
Like I think they take 13% away or something like that in exchange for sacrificing health. I think maybe what makes me a little uncomfortable about the Shiva twins and the way they're sort of treated in that is the fact that, like, you know, like Odin is apart from reconstructionist narratives, it like is by and large a dead god, but Shiva is still worshipped by millions of people.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess in the West, it's not a thing that you have to think about as much because it's so not omnipresent.
Yeah. Yeah, a Black Oak fighter jet makes sense for Garuda.
No, I'm just imagining though, like someone just like one of the summons being Jesus.
Right. And they have is it in? It's in one of them. I think it's 4 where you can summon Ashura. Is it Ashura? Is it Guan Yin? Ashura summon. No, it is Ashura because she's like married to Leviathan.
I can't remember back enough to the first fictional Crust, but I guess it would be older Link from Ocarina of Time. Understandable.
That's
I'm trying to
fair.
think, like, first fictional. Like, I could say like there might be characters I was attracted to or something, but like I don't know that I had a crush because again, like without a connection, I can't have a crush.
I feel like an attraction, as long as it's not like a passing attraction, it's like something that you like blush to yourself about. You know, something that, oh, Jessica's a really good shot, Scarlet. Yeah, like a
Scarlet,
significant
good to see, glad to have you.
attraction. I think that would be fine. So go on. What fictional characters were you attracted to as a kid?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I mean, like obviously, like in teenager years, like you know, bullshit things like Zero Suit Samus, but like younger than that.
Okay, fair.
I don't know. I was always, even as a little kid, I was like more of a like I liked like it was always a little more about the emotional stuff.
Okay.
Like
I'm your demisexual.
I really liked Yuna, but like it wasn't like I wanted to be with Yuna because I loved Yuna and Tidus' relationship.
Oh, see, I didn't find Yuna attractive.
Right. I mean, like that's what I'm like part of what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that's not, you know.
I find Seymour kind of hot.
Of course you would. You fucking. I went to conceptualize. I have 13 Hydaelyn and Hydaelyn. He had 4 arms. Also, Garuda's mount for him would have been like Black One. Yeah, Seren 4 is married to Leviathan. I was Jessica from Dragon Quest 8. Jessica from Dragon Quest 8. It's understandable. Very understandable.
Yangus.
Oh crap! Hey!
Hey, nice.
Sorry you were down for the count, Bean.
Yeah, I think AC. I think Garuda would make sense as a fighter jet in her team.
Obtain the summon magic Catastro. That's weird.
I guess.
Oh, that must be. Is that
Odin?
Is that what? Yeah. Is that what becomes the Zantetsuken? Oh, we
But
got
it's
full
called
guild now.
Zantetsuken in this Catastro. Let me have a look.
Did I just like? Was that what we were supposed to be getting? Near like bad boys confirmed. I mean, you're not wrong.
No, you're not.
Optional, go to the ocean floor west of the gold ore mansion, go through the underwater. Optional, go to the bottom. Oh, okay, that was optional.
No, so Catastro is just Odin's name in this. For some reason, I don't know why.
Did they think that people wouldn't know who the fuck Odin was?
Like Bahamut is called Bahamur when you summon him in this game, and Infrit is called Hetra, and Ram is Spark.
Okay,
Okay.
they really didn't think that.
Chocobo is called Escape.
The localization on these games was a wild west.
Okay, so Catastro is apparently a recurring spell that is used to refer to barriers, and Odin's basic summon is to cast Reflect on everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, Seamless Hair is crazy, but I just know the dick is crazy as well, so... That's my opinion. And he's kind of ripped, right?
Yeah, look, I can't argue that.
Who else is hot?
But yeah, I mean,
Kamari.
his hair is like his hair is like a perfect example of like a thing that works incredibly well in the medium and thing it's in, but in the real world just doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, no.
Because it looks great. It works perfect in 10. Yeah, he really does have some of the craziest. Yeah. Red
First-
Power Ranger, First Lady Crush, Blood Rain.
First decent localization for a Final Fantasy game, either 8 or 9. I honestly couldn't comment on that.
I mean, people really like the charm of something like 6's.
Yeah, I think sometimes something a little goofy goes a long way, actually, to be honest.
Also, 7 is good for the most part. I feel like 7 just has problems. Naniri, are you good? Who's our summoner?
Yeah, Bean could summon for us. Now that we actually have something to summon.
Okay, yeah, Bean will be our summoner then. So when we get actual summoner, we'll...
That's okay. I can be Simo's mummy. I can be Sephiroth's mummy too. Actually, no.
Mommy issue thing going on. I would say his mommy issue though is different. I feel like the thing is that like the Animus stuff is so the Animus stuff is so good.
Yeah, I mean the anima stuff sort of intertwines mummy issues with bondage. So, but then again, so does Jehovah. Jehovah has like chains and stuff. So.
Yeah, but also
Genova, not Jehovah.
I was gonna say something, but I'm like, they know. Like, there's also something to me about, like, Anima is, like, a cognizant protectorate role that she also gave herself over to it, and him at a young age left him behind, but was still there. Like, whereas, like, Genova is, like, an eldritch abomination that has no care or connection to it, and, Sephiroth is putting everything onto this thing that does not really give a shit about it.
Yeah, and
You know?
she's pretty much already dead by the time the series starts. Even by the time
Right.
like the prequels start. Anyway, Angeal Huey busted it down deep style in Sephiroth's butt. And that's my opinion.
You can't just say these things, Naniri.
Well, he also did it in that little redhead guy's butt. Genesis.
Genesis. When we get to Final Fantasy VII, and when we get to the males being more attractive, we're gonna have problems, aren't we?
Yeah, probably.
Yikes.
Managa. Managa's a good crush, lady. Managa's cute. And Josephine's a really good
Managa-
crush as well.
Bahamut's are draconic. 9-7 Dragon is interesting, but thematically appropriate. I love the oil painting of the astrals being reformed. Yeah, totally AC.
Yeah, I mean,
We need more mommy issues in 14.
Dragoon does sound more unique than Dragon Knight, but it's like a They were originally different things.
Yeah. Just refer to Genesis as Gact because it is. Yeah, because it is just Gact.
That is who I meant. Gact, not Rain.
I mean, it's because, like, it's not even based on Gact. It just is Gact.
Gact cultural influence is, like, disproportionately large. He has no right to be that influential.
I 100% feel the same. I'm like, I do not understand why this man is having the impact he is upon this country. The bottom tip.
Just the tip.
Bottom tip of the Western continent. This is the Western continent, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, this is East. No, this is East. It
Oh,
should be on the
okay.
West.
Oh yeah, there's like a little bay and everything to dive down in there.
Get up in its cloaca, as you put it.
Yeah, any kind of orifice is, any hole's a goal. Oh, nice.
I can't move.
Oh crap! Can you?
Oh, there we go. We're good.
Oh, you just typed that in the chat, in the stream chat. Sad was
Well, now we know why we couldn't move.
a Graha
Yeah.
crush? That's fair.
I'm sure there's no people in this community that agrees with you, Infinite, and I'm sure there's no specific moderators who is right now about to do the Graha face. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Well, there's a little bit of a delay. We'll see.
We'll get there. Oh, there you go. Yep,
Doors
Dimensions
locked.
V. Can we get any more Graha faces?
Speaking of, if you want to have access to the Graha faces, you join our Archon. You'll pay $1 and get access to all sorts of fun emotes. Magic keys. Hey, I knew there was a good reason to buy all these magic keys. Yo, you know what we haven't talked about yet? 2 things. 1, did you see that Tears of the Kingdom gameplay stuff?
Yeah,
Trailer?
honestly, it looks pretty hype. Like, the gameplay improvements look really cool.
Right? Yeah, and I love all the combination stuff, and there's gonna be like so much like weird problem solving with that shit.
Yeah, and that was like the best part of Breath of the Wild, so I'm looking forward to it.
Totally agree. Did you happen to see the 16 panel?
I didn't watch the panel. No.
Very, 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 very exciting.
So I'm not actually over involving myself in the lead up to 16. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm definitely gonna. Well, I'll either play it or I'll watch someone play it. But I'm not like following the press junket around it.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't, and I was like, I'm excited for this when I knew it was coming out, but I'm like kind of keeping away. But the closer it's been, I've been getting more and more really excited, and everything I've seen has just made me very, very hype. And I'm so annoyed though, Naniri. The lore in it looks really, really good.
Okay.
The lore and world building shit, like they let Koji go ham, and I'm so mad because I'm like, I can't make a channel on that. I can't work on that. I need to work on 14 stuff. But like, oh my god, dude, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I trust Koji to do some pretty wacky stuff, in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
He is Koji.
I like Graha, but not attracted. Yeah, I like Graha, but not attracted to him. There's a thin line of himbos that keep me biased. Can't wait to bonk a bokoblin with a boulder on a stick. Yeah, exactly, Scarlet. I'm hyped for Tears of the Kingdom for one reason: the possibility of Minda coming.
Oh, I watched a
Like,
video
what
the
about-
other day. It was a guide for how, like the white Lionel, like the big, tough, really hard
Uh-huh.
Lionel. How?
I was about to say you're a perfect embodiment of a male.
It's pretty hard actually. But the so the way speedrunners kill him is they shoot him in the face with an electric arrow to stun him, and then just pick up a boulder with telekinesis and bonk him on the head repeatedly, and then just repeat until he's
Beautiful.
dead.
Beautiful. The problem solving that is done in that game is just glorious.
It's a pretty fun like physics simulator.
Well, what's exciting is that it doesn't look like we're gonna have the Sheikah Slab, right? So it looks like only the like current hand powers are gonna be the way you're gonna have to solve a lot of problems. So it's gonna make the entire world feel very different, just as a byproduct of that.
Yeah. I'm pretty much on the Zonai theory bandwagon to a degree.
I mean, is it not? Is it a theory? It's I mean, literally, the enemies in the sky drop Zonai charges.
Yeah, it's well, I suppose it's a theory as to how deep it goes.
Oh.
I think it goes pretty
Yeah, to me,
deep.
that... I've been on that bandwagon
Yeah.
for quite a few months now.
Yeah, me too.
Speedrunners have mapped out the stars in Breath of the Wild to gauge the trajectory of arrows. Jesus.
Oh my god. I could never be a speedrunner. I didn't have a single inch of the focus bandwidth or the memorization or the dexterousness.
If it was a short enough game, I would be interested. I did some like speed running of like Organization 13 clears for Kingdom Hearts 2 on Critical.
Interesting.
It's like if it was like specific fights, I enjoy it.
Okay.
Like mastering specific
Just reading.
Yeah. I'm too pro. I just got a PS5 solely to play 16. Nice, Daniel. I'm excited to build a vehicle with blades and spear mounted on the front just to drive through enemies and Tears of the Kingdom. It'll be fun, definitely. I'm too broke to get a PS5, and I'm so sad I won't be able to play 16 for 2 years until the PC port. Demins, I don't know if this is helpful because I don't know if you living vicariously helps, but I will definitely be streaming it like the second it comes out. So if you do want to watch it, at least you'll have options.
Well, I don't really agree with the concept of the ancients in this context, AC. Like, there are so many ancient cultures that we can see.
I mean, you could argue the Zonai are the ancients in as much as, like, the Sheikah are the ancients.
Right, exactly. And considering the symbology that we've been bombarded with throughout these trailers and throughout Breath of the Wild, I would go so far as to say that there is 3 tribes of these ancients that correspond to the Triforces, like Zonai are courage,
Yep.
Sheikah are wisdom.
I mean, even just look at the colors.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then...
The Gerudo are power.
Yeah, Gerudo are power.
I just see it as a continuation of that, and so, you know, but the contracts we sorry, the Sheikah, I'm so confused and excited to lord down this game. So, like, to me, that's just like the Zonai could have also be an extension of beings that have existed as early back as Skyward Sword, or they could have come into existence in between the times of something like one of the later timeline games and Breath of the Wild because it's so far flung into the future. You know,
that's a horrible theory, Scarlet, and I love it. The Gerudo stem from Grus.
Where do you buy keys? I forget.
Magic keys?
Flying through the... Yeah.
Oh god, that's a good question. Let me look it up.
It's not Geisel, is it?
Why would I not want Ganondorf to have a voice? That's fine by me. I have no issue with that.
I'm fine with it. I would prefer it. If it's the voice from the trailer, I don't love it.
Well, I kind of got the impression that was like his voice, like when he's all withered up and gross.
I wish it was even more monstrous or like sounded like it, because it just kind of sounds like a dude to me. Like, I want him to have a voice. I just don't think that was... Oh, found the magic keys.
Yes.
I do not think the one that if it is the one from the trailer that we heard, I don't think it was that was a good person. But that's my immediate response to it. I'm sure I'll grow to appreciate it just fine. I didn't love Zelda's at first, and now I'm actually a much bigger fan of it.
I honestly feel like Ganondorf isn't going to be the big bad of this game.
Could be. Yeah.
I feel like there's something a little deeper going on. Maybe Demise comes back or something.
Yeah, I feel like, well, because I feel like all about an ultimate sort of culmination on the other end of the timeline of the cycle, right? Like,
yeah.
It's almost dark, it's almost Soulsian, and like this cycle that is just, you know, you can't stop the cycle can't continue. It's like every which way it goes is just a nightmare. So it's trying to maybe find something else.
Right, and the fact that this trilogy starts with Skyward Sword and then ends with the end of, like, has its middle point with the supposed end of Ganon. I think.
And then you have power, wisdom, and then courage.
Yeah, I think at the end you could only really root back round to Demise or do something novel to do with like the champions and something like the ghosts of champions past, but then again that kind of cheapens them, so I don't think that particularly works. You think Ganondorf should have the voice of Danny DeVito? I got so mad watching the videos of Kingdom Hearts 1 when I realized that they didn't get Danny DeVito to voice the Satyr.
Can you imagine trying to get that though? Like the amount of people they do get.
They got James
insane.
Woods for Hades.
Right. They get so much of the original cast. It's crazy.
Oh, so the people that were playing it, they made a pretty controversial statement, but one I don't necessarily disagree with. They said the original. So obviously there was a bit of a furor with the recasting of the FF7 voice cast, right? And they said,
I know there was a bit of.
Yeah. They made the point that the original FF7 voice cast, obviously not the original, because the original game didn't have voice. Like for the spin-off games and for Advent Children and all that sort of stuff, yeah. They're not very good. And I was like, I think that's a little too harsh, but I do kind of think the new voice actors are better.
I think it's character to character varies. I think I think all of the new voice cast are better for the most part, but I think, for instance, I really like Original Cloud. I really love New Cloud, but like Original Cloud I really liked.
I think I prefer New Cloud.
I prefer New Cloud, but I really liked Original Cloud. I'm just saying that I think there's a difference between like oh, he was but like new guy's great versus the old guy was good and new guy's great.
Yeah, like I said, I think that not very good is a little harsh. There are a few performances.
I miss old Sephiroth.
Yeah, old Sephiroth was really good.
Fire. New Sephiroth's fine. New Sephiroth is completely fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with him, but old Sephiroth was fire.
I want Kadaj in the next installment of the FF7 remake, and I don't want it to explain at all. I used to be, when I was a teenager, I was like obsessed with Kadaj, and what was the really femme one? What was his name?
I forget.
Use or something.
Something stupid.
Yeah, Kadaj had a cool name, and then the other two had really. Loz and Yuzu. Oh my god, that's a stupid name.
Yuzu the Kazoo. I mean, at least it's not Azure the Cerulean.
Well, that's true. Which was the fruity one?
Yeah, definitely Infinite. Gotta love those universal keys. Demise is dead, though. The point of the Zelda series that his curse is still in effect and will remain until broken, but I won't discount the point here. Right, but no, the point is that he reincarnates the same way that the hero of courage incarnates, and that Hylia reincarnates in Zelda. He reincarnates on repeat through Ganondorf. So like the return of his spirit from that like loop of reincarnation is something, you know, I don't know if it would happen, but like it's not that he's dead and his curse is on thing. His curse is that his anger and fury will repeat time and time again, and that is what Ganondorf is, you know.
I'm kind of obsessed with the fact that Kadaj is the manifestation of Sephiroth's hatred. Loz is the manifestation of his physical power, and Yuzu is the manifestation of his fuckability. Like, I think that's pretty genius, actually.
Okay, I'm moving back to talking to the lute now. Noah's lute, the mythical instrument lost to the flow of time, begin to play a tender tune. Okay, I'm literally talking to the lute.
Me, Gongaga. I didn't know you were so skilled at this.
Yeah, I mean, no hands, man. Scarlet, I'm sorry, Rick Gomez voice 2. I don't remember all the names. I did, yeah, I loved the laugh he has, and the voices and stuff in Wind Waker were great, definitely. Thank you, Shmee. Zach. Oh, there's is there a new Zach?
I wouldn't be so sure that that's going to be the same Zach that they do in the remake of the 7 games. So.
I thought remake Zach was, because like in remake I thought they used the same voice actor.
Let me Google that.
Did they use someone different from CC, but they used the same as the original voice actor for remake?
They probably didn't want to pay someone for CC because they knew that no one was going to buy the CC remaster.
I bought the CC remaster. I love Crisis Core.
I don't. I
Man's
never
bad.
liked it. I mean, I like some of the story elements. I like Genesis.
It took Crisis Core for me to like Final Fantasy VII's story.
Okay.
Like, literally, Crisis Core was the first time I actually liked the story, because, to be frank, the first time I played 7, I had no emotion for it. Like, I did, and part of it's because of its age, it's not just, like, how it's written, but it's part of it's, like, literally the technical limitations. Like, before Crisis Core, I'm not talking about before Crisis. Before I played Crisis Core, I had, like, no connection to FF7 whatsoever, despite having played almost everything, including Dirge of Cerberus. But Crisis Core, ironically, I think I played last, and I connected with Zack so much more than, like...
I do think that Crisis Core does a pretty good job with its story and with its world building. I just don't like the gameplay of it all that much.
Oh, I love how they use it, too, for the... Yeah, well, different strokes.
Yeah.
I also loved it so much more. Like, it also got me so much more excited because it wasn't turn-based.
Yeah, you are big on that kind of... Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah. And I liked that they used the, like, roulette thing as, like, even though it's weird to try and connect to the idea of connections to people, and then how they play that out by the end is, I like that. I like when a fundamental mechanic gets used as a way to, like, really hammer home an emotional point.
I know this to be true about you.
I feel like one of the best examples I can think of off the top of my head is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. If you've ever played
really
that.
good game. Yeah, I like that game a lot.
Yeah. The way it uses the 2 control sticks and the way in which the final part of that game plays out.
Oof. Yeah, like a punch to the chest.
Truly. You know, let's go ahead and I will equip. Oh, no, don't go to water. Don't submerge. Also, this music underwater sounds a lot more like KH1 music.
Yeah, okay. I see that.
That's Darkoon, right? Yeah. Okay, where's Dark? Ah, there's Dark Knight. It's a very blue Dark Knight.
Okay, so he's voiced by Caleb Pierce, who... Oh no, it is the new Crisis Core guy in Remake. Okay. Oh.
It is. Okay,
He
interesting.
does a
So they
pretty
did full
good job,
switch.
though, I feel.
I haven't heard him in... I bought Crisis Core. I haven't played it yet because I was going to stream it, but then I just never had time.
But you just got,
But,
he does have, like, 1 or 2 lines in Remake, like, at the end. And
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I
in
didn't
Remake, you don't
notice.
hear him a bunch.
I didn't notice from his lines that he did have, though.
Right. I mean, the fact that I didn't notice and he's one of my favorite... He is actually... No, Zack is my favorite character in the 7 universe. Yeah. The ending of Crisis Core still destroys me. Yeah, me too, Scarlet.
It is
Me
pretty
too.
sad. Me? Gongaga.
Bottom of the here, Dark Knight. Splitting to find shop.
Oh. Zack's Japanese voice actor is the same as Demix.
Dance, water, dance! Oh, right. Duh, the loot.
Man, it can be a real, like, deep dive to go into the resumes of a Steu. Like,
Truly. Favorite organization member to fight? Go.
that's a good question. I mean, I kind of want to say Demix just because I love Demix, but his fight's also kind of annoying in certain parts.
Yeah. I really like Luxord. The gambler dude.
Oh yeah, I don't mind him. I also, I might come a little controversial. I don't mind Marluxia.
No, Marluxia's fight's great. I
Yeah.
like
Okay.
Marluxia's
I'm glad that's not controversial.
I mean, maybe someone does. But I'm also the lunatic who likes Chain of Memories as combat mechanics. So maybe I should. You don't want to be on my side.
No, I'll be on your side.
One fun thing I did enjoy about 358/2 is that you could play an organization third. Yeah.
I mean, that was his
definitely
main
cool.
draw, right? That was like his main thing it had going for it.
Okay, let's play the lute. The sonorous strumming of the lute reverberates around the room and passed into the world of dreams. We don't really have anything about the world of dreams We don't really have a lot to do with dreams, other than, like, I guess, Aliapo and the Hatching Tide, like, event, you know, the Archons coming to her in her dreams. In Modern 14, we don't really...
Maybe we could do some Entelechy stuff to do with that.
On occasion, we have Echo Visions, right? Like, there's something, like, in Shadowbringers.
Yeah, but I don't feel like there's a dream world type thing. I feel like you would have to use Dynamis. Oh, a hat.
Oh, I'll let you do this one.
Okay. You do the
Squawk!
part.
Unai's awake! Unai's awake! Squawk! I don't know why, but I get strong Willow energy.
I actually see that. That was a nice nap. Now come here and sit on my shoulder, sweetie bird.
Yes, ma'am! Squawk!
I'm still a bit stiff from such a long sleep. Gotta shake off the cobwebs.
We're gonna have to fight her.
Oh,
Oh no, she's gonna dance.
okay. Okay. Work. Aha! The name's Ine, Overseer of the World of Dreams, at your service. That's interesting. I've been asleep so long, I hardly know what to make of the world nowadays. Oh my, the real world is impressive, don't you think? But enough about that. Doga managed to reach me in my sleep and told me all about you, and what Xande has done. First things first, we need a ship strong enough to transport us up and over mountain ranges. We should find what we're looking for in the ancient ruins to the north. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's be off.
I feel like you just replace Ancient with Allegan and you'd be halfway there to just... You're coming with?
What? Are you embarrassed to go on an adventure with a vulnerable old maid like me?
No, that's not what I...
I thought not. Well then, shall we?
Une, join the party.
This game is so hugely influential on 13.
Truly.
14.
On 13 or
14? 14. Oh dear, I almost forgot. Here.
Obtain the Fang of Fire. What's this?
It's another of the elemental fangs you've been collecting. With this, you should have 3 in total. Only with all 4 fangs can you hope to get past the statues Xande has guarding his tower. Okay, so this is just...
Whoever asked about the fangs, yeah, it literally is the fangs from the crystal, which now makes me appreciate that setup so much more.
In order to find the final fang, the Fang of Earth, you will need a formidable ship. Don't dawdle! I mean, you're coming with us, so...
I now really appreciate that the fangs for like breaking the crystal tower's shields. So
yeah, I never really got that before, but now it makes sense.
I prefer the GBA version of Chain of Memories. I like both. I played the Chain of Memories version first when it first came out. Actually, I think Chain of Memories technically was my first Kingdom Hearts. But I also do really like Chain of Memories, and I think it's a great thing that it exists as a product because it makes the game more approachable for a lot of people.
Gotta be honest, I'm kind of flagging here. I didn't get much sleep last night. Do we think we could call it soon?
Yeah, we definitely can. While we'll get to where we need to go.
Yeah, let's get to the ruins.
Center of the Big West Continent.
Ancient ruins. I feel like we should be able to see them from the sky. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was...
Sorry, what did she say about being able to go up and over mountains?
No, we need an airship that can take us, so we need to go to the ancient ruins.
Right, so we need to get the Invincible.
Yeah.
In the center north of the Big West Mountain. This should be here, right?
Around here, yeah.
Well, here, I'll just look at the map. Ancient ruins are 6. Okay, I see. So it's up, okay, up and away. Okay, there we go.
At the marshlands, not the blue flowers.
Okay, cool. V or Ray, if either of you guys are here, could you start doing wrap-ups as we like start to check out? Maybe use Eorzean for it. Sorry, that was for a while ago. For what infinite? Only potential use I could explain for dreams in 14 is that the dream of or dreamlike state might make you more heightened to ethereal flow, but that conjecture based on applied game text.
Oh, infinite
Yeah, or
meant
something.
dreams. Oversight for dreams.
Oh, Eorzean for dreams? I mean, at that point, that's just memory storage, though. But I mean, like, you're storing your dreams is just storing your memories. I mean, there'd be something cool to that. I mean, like, a job related to dreams would be cool and influential, and, like, there's not anything with it so far, but I made note of the things. Also, in the MSQ, we seem to see events from the past or that happen elsewhere when we sleep, so I'm not sure that makes... Yeah, so we were mentioning that. That's just Echo Vision, though.
Yeah.
Because it's just us engaging with the memory aether with our Echo Vision. Can the Regalia 15 be considered an airship or a Magitech airship? Absolutely. I would absolutely consider the Regalia Type F an airship.
Oh yeah,
Like
the
what
type
do you
F,
consider showing your... Yeah. Do you like what we do? Consider showing your support. It's for Patreon, where you can get your name in the banner above my head, as well as fun rewards for the Discord. Also goes a long way to supporting us, allows us to do things like allow us to work full time, which Naniri is recently... they are switching jobs, and so they're going to have some free time for a bit, so they're going to hopefully try to be producing some content, which will be exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe if they have extra time, we might even get some more streams in. We'll see. No promises. Join our YouTube channel for a low price of not much a month. You get custom emojis, special badges, and the more fancy feeling of supporting your favorite archivists. That's us. Would you like to wave, Naniri?
I
I
would.
can't see you.
I will wave anyway.
Isn't the blue flowers of Raktika a reference to this game? No, because these aren't blue flowers. This is just marshland.
Are you trolling me, AC?
I think AC's just trolling you.
Okay.
Because this is literally just... That's why, like, the marshland background is what you see here.
Yes.
Dream Magic DPS because it has a lot of magic. Yeah, I mean, it'd definitely be interesting. There'd be something to do with that, you know, or something like Aboriginal, especially if
Ooh.
it's supposed to, if Mara City's supposed
Yeah,
to be
that would be cool.
Australia.
I was just about to poo-poo
You know-
the whole idea. I was about to like do like whole. I think we should explore the scope we have so far, but that's a good idea actually, man. Like Dreamland. type
Yeah,
stuff.
now I got you. Yeah, so also, friendly reminder, tonight we've got PvP events. We also have, tomorrow we'll be running links farming for Endwalker if you want to do that. And also in about 15 hours or so, we have we're going to be doing the live stream for patch 6.4. So if you want to come join us for that, make sure you come. Make sure you do, because it'll be a good time.
Heck yeah, well.
Neri, any final things you want to mention? I know that we have recorded now an End Talker and a Lore Talk, and they are in the midst of being audio edited by our lovely, wonderful Modv. And so we're going to have those out sooner rather than later. The End Talker, it gets us up to the point right before a certain map that we will be spending a lot of time talking about. And the Lore Talk is about beast tribes and about kind of the notion of why beastmen is bullshit.
Yeah, and it was V's good idea that got us onto that one as well.
Yes, so good. With all that said, don't forget to check out Ray's most recent video on Hatching Tide or any of our prior videos on the events in Final Fantasy XIV if you've ever missed out on them. We've got new videos coming out every Monday and Tuesday, MSQ stream. Every Wednesday, a new video, except for this Wednesday, there wasn't one because I've got a special video coming out on April Fool's Day, and I am very excited to share it with you. Thursday is this, where me and Nini stream the main line of Final Fantasy games. Friday, right now, is variable. We've been having events and other things going on. Saturday, we've also been having events, though we haven't been doing the community stream. We have been doing community events. And then Sunday, I'm supposed to take off, but I never do.
I, for one, am very much looking forward to the April Fool's Day video.
You know what it is. So.
Oh, yeah.
To all you guys who have joined us today, thank you so much for listening to our banter and the amount that Naniri has a profound love for furred lion-shaped men.
Sorts of men, really.
Swords up butts.
Sorts of butts.
I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you have any final questions, now's your time. Other than that, though, Naniri, my friends, shall we get going? Shall we let you rest? Shall we let you return to the sleeping world?
I am weary from my travails.
Well then, I have been Elio Forcheron.
And I've been a Neri.
And we will see you guys very soon.